respect.
I am rocking with B-Rock.
I'm rocking with B-Rock.
I'm rocking with B-Rock.
Tessie and I are rocking with B-Rock.
We're rocking with B-Rock!
We
We are Shotgun Superstars, rocking with B-Rock.
I'm Chrissy.
And I'm Jim. And we're rocking with B-Rock.
Rocking with B-Rock!
We are Asphalt Valentine, and you are rocking with B-Rock.
Rocking with B-Rock! Ready to rock with B-Rock!
Hey, this is Paul Liddell from Dangerous Toys and Dirty Looks, and I'm rocking with B-Rock.
With B-Rock!
I'm rocking with B-Rock.
With B-Rock, and I'm looking forward to fight.
Hey, it's Jeff from American Jet Set, and you're rocking with B-Rock. Because you're smart. You got good taste.
Who's
Love
that guy, man? That guy, man. He seems to try to be in here all the damn time.
Well, he definitely wasn't in the parking lot of a Home Depot in his car filming that.
Right. All right, I got Jeff Bradford from American Jet Set. I have Tony Dio Leonard from Tony's Heavy Metal Emporium. You know, this guy is all music all the time. I have Rich Rage from the Rich Rage Rock Show, kick-ass podcast radio show he does. I've been wanting to get him on here, and here he is. I also got
glad to be here, man. Glad
Dreams
to be
will
here.
come true.
And then I got Kimmarie Erickson, Skullgirl Metal Chick. She is a journalist. She is a photographer. She's a
I do it all.
band. She does whatever it takes to do whatever it takes.
Not
So-
like that, though. No, not like that.
So today we're just going to sit around and chat about the year that was. Well, still is, but there really isn't much going on in December. It never really is. And I figured I'd get a jump on everybody else and then doing their little 2021 year in review. So we ain't accused of copying anybody else. And oh my God, you did my top five plans. No, we're going to start it out and they're going to copy us.
Mike, you mean there's drama in radio? You mean there's drama?
No way. No way.
What? And musicians, drama? No way.
No way.
Right, yeah.
So
None of music.
We're just going to get a couple topics around and throw it out to each one of you. And, I figured I could do it myself and have one perspective, or I could get 4 other people on here and have 5 different perspectives and get all kinds of music out there. Because what I think is my top album of the year or top show or biggest disappointment is not necessarily going to be Dio's or Rich's or Jeff's or Kim's. We all got different tastes. And so, the more we talk, the more music gets out there, the more people can choose, Right on.
Ta-da.
Right.
All right. So we could start it off with maybe new bands we discovered this year. There was a bunch of new bands that came out.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, it just, to weed through the shit that's out there to get to the good stuff is kind of hard. And that's what, with Rich, with your show and my show, that's what we try to do. We try to weed through it and pick them out and say, here, look at this one. Go through 100 other ones and pick this out and say, here, check this one out. But we try to help people along. Rich, let's start off with you. What are 2 bands that you discovered this year, brand new bands that you were like, oh my God?
Well, Black Diamonds is one of them that immediately comes to mind. They're from Germany. They're a female-fronted band. They're on Metalopolis Records, a label that I've known for a while. They just have a unique sound. They're just really cool. They're in your face. They're definitely hard rock. I think they've got a little bit of something going.
Something.
Yeah,
something.
I mean, they have something going. I mean,
I
the
like
music's just
that.
great. The music's just great. It's in your face. It's got that hard rock attitude. It feels like, like it makes you feel like you're back in the '80s or something, and that's kind of cool. That's the thing about music with me. I want some high energy rock and roll, something that really gives it to me, and it just kind of puts me in that mood. The other band that I really like that I've been watching, and I would say it was announced this year that I'm excited about. I've known them for a while, but I really wanted to get their name out there, and that was a band called Stop.
I love them.
Yes, and I love those. And I've known about them for a long time. It wasn't just this year. I actually had them on the show in 2016. However, they're going to be on the Monsters of Rock cruise come 2022.
Yes.
And it's like, and they're going to be there. And now this is what drives me nuts. Is like they say that like Jeff Scott Soto found them or something. I'm like, okay. Like I think that the fans found them. The music industry found them.
We know about it.
We're going to crank it up. Yeah. I mean, and we've known about them for a while now, but I just like to throw some pub because it seems like so many people are discovering who they are for the first time. And I just want to throw some love out there. Black Diamonds has been one, and gosh, and then, to totally go weird on you, another band that was out, going weird. Another band that came out, Mordred. They were actually around in the 90s, but they just kind of came back together. And if you're fans of Anthrax or thrash or anything like that, but they're from the West Coast, but they kind of have an East Coast thrash feel to me. They actually have a guy that spins some records in there. At first, I was like, no way will I ever like this. No way I'm not a rap fan, and I don't like that.
Because it's not true.
Yeah, and the record though, it grabs you, and I think it's going to make a lot of rock and roll fans out there. So those are kind of like two of my two that have been like really interesting. That I'm like, I find myself listening to this, or the song goes through my head. So I'll shut up now and let you guys, talk about one of yours.
Mordred was around in the 90s. They were very cutting edge.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They were doing the hip hop thing with rock before Rage Against the Machine. Basically.
Right, and they're back, and that's the cool thing, and they've got a lot of cool elements to it that you can definitely hear the metal influence, and all that, and I guess they're just trying to break grounds, capture a more dynamic audience, which really isn't a bad thing. It makes sense, at the end of the day, you're trying to make a living if you're a full-time musician. I get it, but rap rock really not, I wouldn't call them rap rock, though. That's the thing, is once you listen to the record, you might feel a couple of those moments. Yeah, they're not at all.
They're thrash.
Exactly, and they freaking rock, and I love it. So,
hell yeah. Dio.
Band that I discovered this year. One of my favorites is this young lady, Ches Kane. It's on here. This is something that caught me by surprise. I do like a lot of AOR, melodic rock stuff. I mean, I am a heavy metal fan, but this is definitely something that has been a guilty pleasure record. I've listened to it quite a few times this year, and it reminds me of 80s Vixen, the all-girl Vixen band meets like something like Quarter Flash in a way, because it's got some more poppy AOR elements as far as the hard rock goes, and some saxophone and stuff like that in it. Great record, just catchy songs, and I hear she's already working on a new one.
I've been meaning to check that out.
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
And for heavy metal, these guys are from Florida. They're called Midnight Spell, and it's straight up heavy metal. It's straight up old school heavy metal. Just
like Biohazard,
little elements of speed metal at times. But I mean, it's everything from speed metal to stuff like Dokken type stuff. Great band, great vocals. The drummer Brian Wilson is actually the touring drummer for Yngwie Malmsteen now.
Oh no!
He's out with Yngwie right now.
How would we wouldn't even know that because Yngwie would never announce that.
Right. I know.
Any name besides his.
I see him last Sunday, and I wasn't feeling good, so I didn't end up going. But
oh wow!
But another one I've been checking out, I just recently got. You guys might be familiar with a guitar player named Jack Frost. He's played with Seven Witches and Sabotage and so forth. But this is the project he put together. It's called Brothers in Arms.
Okay.
Getting out of camera range here. This is a concept album called Sunset and Clark. It's just about the Sunset Strip in the 80s, bands playing the Whiskey a Go-Go and so forth. And he's got just a whole bunch of guest musicians and singers. Steve Oland from Steve Oland to Keith John, Andrew Freeman from Last in Line, Paul Shortino's on here. Todd Poole. It's great.
good.
He's got a lot of cool people working with him.
Cast of
It's a really
characters
good,
on that one.
great record, just good concept record. I saw him on another podcast talking about it. I was like, I didn't even know Jack was up to anything, so I had to look into that. Oh. And one more I was going to mention. This one of my favorite records this year. I actually had to print this cover out so I could show you the cover. I've only could get the digital right now. Can't find a.
Just listening to them.
Nestor.
Just starting to listen to them.
Total throwback 80s band. It's almost like they're the AOR version of Steel Panther.
What?
But
what?
But it's serious. The band's serious lyrics, no joke around. Cool. But if you see them, I mean, they've got their image. I mean, they got a dude with a mullet. They got some dude looks like Jan Hammer in the band. It's crazy. And their videos. I mean, they go all out.
It's coming back, I hear.
It's great. I mean, check out their videos online, Nestor. And this album is fantastic. It's one of my favorites of the year.
How do you spell their name? I can't see that here, so I know how to get it. If you don't mind, Tony.
Nestor.
Nestor. Okay, cool.
Nestor.
Bitches. Can't wait.
Strange name, but I kept hearing about it, kept seeing videos they were releasing a few months back, and I was like, I got to get this. And the day it came out, I just I bought it off Amazon Digital because you can't find it. There's no distributor in the U.S. yet.
The name of the album is
Kids in a Ghost
Town. Yes.
Yeah.
I was just listening to that again today because I had somebody tell me they keep. I'm sure you know Tim Swift.
Oh yeah.
I know a few people that have, they are constantly, dude, you got to check out Nestor. And I just started dabbling with it, and I'm like, these guys are cool. I mean, they are very, very good. And I now I see what the buzz is about.
They should come over to the States and tour with Steel Panther. Their audience would love it.
That'd be awesome.
Come over and tour the States.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff. What do you got for me?
All right. Well, mine are so I like these bands so much that I released their records this year.
Nice.
So I started a record label this year.
Pitching.
And it's called Big Curve Music. And the first band,
bro.
Thanks, dude. The first band is called Santa Christ. Here it is. The album is called Die Santa Christ Die. This is like
deviltry at its finest.
It's kind of it's very Mr. Bungle, very thrashy, but also very crazy. It's really crazy. The lead single is called Outlaws Have the Right to Kill. And it's really awesome. Now, this record is crazy because
I'm digging it.
It's one dude who's been putting this record together for 20 years.
Oh my God.
And he had a couple other musicians do stuff on it.
Is he a Tool by any chance?
No, but he
must have been married.
What? Here's the thing. No, but here's the thing, and I swear to you guys, I will not bring the show down with this. The dude, he died on Friday.
What?
Out of nowhere.
Oh my God.
Like I talked to him on Friday and then he had a heart problem and nobody knew about it.
Holy shit.
But I'm not going to get way into that because we still have to figure out like royalties and what I'm supposed to do with everything. We'll get to that. It was a heartbreak. Oh
my God. Are you going to get the album out though, right?
Oh, the album's out. It's out.
Good.
There. It's out there. Good. And not only that, I put together a compilation album this year called The Big Cover Up. It's all cover songs. And he had another project called Idiot Code. And they did a cover of Fortunate Son. And it's kind of like a Ministry kind of version of it, like real heavy, fast kind of electronic. I played drums on it too. It's crazy. We were talking about it. It came out on November 26th. And so I'm not, that whole thing is a whole nother thing. Anyway.
What was his name?
His name was Wayne Cruther. He was a tattoo artist in Pennsylvania. He also made tarot card decks. Amazing artist. I mean, he drew this. Like he was.
Wow.
He did comics and cartoons.
That's great art.
Santa Christ. It's really kick-ass, but it's really fucking weird. Like you listen to a song and it's strange. The next one sounds like a circus. It's all over the place, but I love it. The second one, the band is called Nova Colosso, and it was actually a band formed during the pandemic. is just one dude and his brother. And
like a Schmill
I
thing.
heard one of the songs, and it's stoner rock, kind of psychedelic stoner rock, kind of Queens of the Stone Age, a little heavier maybe.
I know nothing about that stoner stuff.
Yeah, me neither. Pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side.
And he put that out, and then on the same covers album, they did Supernaut by Black Sabbath, and it is it's so fucking good, man.
Awesome.
The Supernaut cover is amazing. The drum breakdown in it's just absolutely killer.
Jeff, can you send us these so we can spin them on our shows too?
Absolutely, man.
Cool. Thank you, brother.
I can
I'd
send
love
out
to really honor the guy that. I'd love to honor the guy that just passed away. I mean,
yeah, man.
Work.
I
It's
mean,
really sad. Tragic.
It was wild, and my business partner has been like close friends with him for like 30 years. So like, he's out. Like he pulled me in to start playing music with the guy and doing everything, and it was just out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, 16-year-old daughter, so I'm trying to set up something where, to make sure the royalties go to the right place, man,
Right on, man.
They're out there. No matter how much you get spun, the royalties are out there. And that's
right.
That's the reason I'm putting all these bands out, is because you guys, I think Mike knows, but I've been putting lullaby music out for the past 10 years.
Cool.
We've done 56 albums in the past 10 years. They're cover songs. We did this one this year called Nap in the Dark. It's lullaby versions of Ozzy.
Oh my God.
This was like our
sweet, man.
This came out this year. So putting out all these records, I kind of figured out a lot of secrets, and not secrets, but I figured out a lot about streaming and about the music industry and royalties and performance royalties and all this kind of stuff that I'm like, I'm going to take knowledge be gained and use it with good, I'm not saying this isn't good music, but use it with like rock and roll and music. And we've put out, synth funk, synth punk. We put out punk records, metal records. We do all the American Jet Set stuff as well, because my own band wasn't getting out there, as far as streaming. So anyways, Nova Colosso, Santa Christ, and the big cover up is the cover album. It's got like covers of Eyes Without a Face, some Alice in Chains. It's got, covers of AC/DC. You were talking about a band that would be perfect to tour with Steel Panther, right? One of the bands on our label has been around like 25 years from Baltimore called Dingleberry Dynasty.
Oh my God, that's cool.
They're a comedy band. They played M3 the second year on the main stage, and they are not a metal band. It pissed off so many thousands of people, but they were on the main stage opening at 11:30 at M3 in 2010. But they covered Big Balls on this cover album, and it's really awesome.
Wow.
So sorry, I talked too much, and now my dog's talking. So.
Now my dog.
Your dog is telling you to shut up.
Put the dog on. Put the dog on. Get the dog up there.
All right, Kimmarie. What did you discover this year?
Spirit Box, first of all. You guys heard of Spirit Box?
I have not.
What?
I have not.
You guys need to just stop what you're doing right now.
Stop what I'm doing right now and go check them out.
Oh, that'll be the best 10 minutes of radio ever. We're all going to stop.
I'm out. I've been told to leave
you
my
guys
own
were
show.
contributing anyways. I mean, it's just me and Mike. So, okay. And then All Good Things. Have you guys heard of them? All Good Things? Yes, no? No?
See, this is why we have this, so that
I'm
I can write stuff down.
I'm kind of shocked right now. They toured with us with POD and us and Ashes to New this past summer.
Okay.
And then Mammoth, Eddie Van Halen. So.
Greatness.
And then Blacktop Mojo has been around for a little while, but man, their records, they're not on a label. They do all of it themselves, and they're amazing. So,
absolutely
cool. I'll write them down.
I want to say one other band too that I want to mention. They're from the UK. They're White Tiger. They're 2 words, White Tiger.
Yes.
These guys have to me they remind me of kind of like, I guess you would say, like guitar work like Santa Cruz. But heavier as far as the singing and the music goes. Probably a little bit heavier, but yet definitely hard rock, heavy metal, right down in that vein. Check them out. They're White Tiger. They encapsulate that spirit of rock and roll, and the wildness of everything. They got a lot of energy. And I really expect, they have a new album. It's kind of out there. It's been out there. They've sent me all their music, of course, before it's released. But I really am expecting great things from these guys. And they're a 4-piece band. Check them out. White Tiger, WHITTIY, TY on the Tiger, WHITE. Yeah, and then TY, Tiger with the TY. And anyway.
Because there was a White Tiger spelled White Tiger.
Yeah, Mark St. John.
Mark St. John, yeah.
And these
wait a
guys,
minute.
right? These guys are cool. They're from the UK, and you'll love their music. Like I said, check them out, and like I said, it rips. It's great. There's a dog.
Wow!
Look at that! Oh my God!
All right,
Look at
everyone
it.
stops now.
What's his name?
That's Mac.
Mac.
What's up,
Mac?
Mac?
Like the Mac truck. Is he?
Yeah, he looks like a Mac truck,
He
man.
looks like a Mac, or Sarge, a Mac, something.
I gotta
like
tell you,
that
that pulled my back out just now lifting him.
Jeff's out.
Does he snore and all that? Fart.
Oh
and
my
burp?
God!
Yeah,
you
probably
can
bad.
hear it through the floor.
Oh wow!
Sounds like
I
my
taught,
boyfriend. but
Gotta
I
love the
like that.
Bulldogs.
I love the Bulldogs.
And this is Chili.
Oh, look at that! What's
Chili
up,
Mac,
Chili?
little
Oh,
Chili.
look at his face. Oh my God.
Chili Mac, I love it.
Oh,
We know what you like. We know what you like to
Wow.
eat. Chili Mac.
Wow. Wow. The hell on the intestines. All right, there's two that I'm going to bring up that I discovered this year. And one has been doing very well, and they played a benefit for me. They've become great friends. Native Sons out of Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, good band.
I absolutely love them. I saw them back in May for the first time. Didn't really know who they were. I knew a couple songs. Saw them in May. They blew the roof off the place. Just kicked my ass. So
Highball music right there.
Yeah,
Rest in
Highball
peace,
music
Bill.
right there.
Rest in
I
peace,
mean,
Bill and Lori.
Bill and Lori. I mean,
Yep.
he had an ear for talent, and Ashton
Indeed.
Blake has absolutely got this songwriting down, and he's just got this. Played a
front
couple
man
new
is-
songs, and over here a couple weeks ago for us, and the new songs are absolutely killer. And he's kind of revamped the band a little bit, got more serious players in, and people that are willing to tour and everything. So that band is about to hit on all cylinders if they're not already. I mean, they're just doing really good. And
Great vocals too. Great powerful vocals too.
Yeah,
right there. I love that.
Isn't Max Fry playing guitar with them now?
no, Victor, wait a minute. Is it? No, not Max.
Because they played Monsters on the Mountain.
Yeah,
Yes,
he was with
Max
them.
played with them for that show.
Okay.
That show he played.
Yeah.
Because there was a lineup change going on.
Right. Okay. That's cool.
But he wasn't at my show
Okay.
that I put on down here. I can't remember the guy's name. Oh, he's going to kill me if he watches this. But the band's now tighter. You got Jim Quiggins from Sweet FA. He's playing bass.
Wow.
I mean,
It's a name I haven't heard in a while.
I know, and it was cool to just sit down and chat with him. I mean, I took him to the airport, just chatted, and the guy's just fantastic dude, man.
Hell yeah.
I think that band's all tight now, and they're about to, go for it. Other band, I not just because Jeff is here, not just because.
Oh
Jeff
boy,
is,
kissing
but it
up.
was
I thought we said that
a
before.
band I found, and just rooting through things. I don't know. They were on the bill for Masquerade, so I took when I see bands are on a bill, and I want to check out. I'm going to go to the show. I check out most all the bands on the bill, and American Jet Set was on the bill, so I checked them out, and they've been on my playlist ever since.
Thanks, man.
So they're another kind of sleazy kind of.
Send me the music, please.
Oh
Yeah, dude.
That's the way we
I'm
like
not
it.
that kind of
Yeah.
girl.
Funny story. We were forced kind of into taking a couple months break.
Right.
We're supposed to be supporting Pretty Boy Floyd at Whiskey
betcha.
a Go Go tomorrow night.
Yep.
I was supposed to be flying into
Hell
LA
yes.
today, but
God
we-
damn
The
it.
ashes.
we had some stuff went down. It's not with the members, but it was, Right. We had the last couple months, we had our singer got pneumonia, and then we had another member who had a family member in hospice that they had to take care of, and it was we were just like, you know what, cancel the next 3 months. Right. We'll start back up in January, but it sucked to have to cancel that show, man, because the Pretty Boy Floyd show had been postponed 4 times. It was supposed to happen in April of 2020. Then July of 2020, then November, and then this
California
was
for you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was supposed to be like their 30th anniversary of Leather Boys, right? And now, I mean, it's happening tomorrow night without us, of course, but it's already almost the 32nd anniversary of it. But
right.
Yeah, man, that sucked. But thanks for bringing us up. We had those singles out this year, and we did a song called Locomotive this year that was a little different than what we'd done before, a little bit, but it blew up pretty well, man. We were really excited about it. It did great, and then now we're not going to play a show for a while. But
you run over by a locomotive now.
Yeah, right. But the momentum's still there with the song, so we're just going to roll right through, man. We're going to be all right.
It'll be fine. 2022 is a new year. We only got a new strain of virus, new year.
This is all what we thought a year ago, by the way.
Yeah,
right. On 2021, we go back.
It's gonna be great. Dude, 2021 was better. Not that bad, man. It really wasn't that bad. Now, staying in that, okay, we did get live shows back. So, one live show. Tell me, okay, I'm gonna start with you, Kimmarie, because I already know what show you're gonna say.
Oh, do you? Do you really?
Best live show of the year.
What? All right. Guar.
That's what I thought. She is a Guar chick. I mean, wow.
I've known those guys since I was 18, and so I had to go see them. And it's just, and they're struggling. There's 3 members out with COVID right now.
Oh wow.
And they're in Canada tonight, trying to keep it together, and they're just amazing. I mean, it was like seeing my family again. And all the people in the mosh pit and stuff, and we were all just this big dysfunctional family, and it was just I still get giddy, and I'll get to see them on the 11th of December. They're going to be at the Skyway in the cities, so Twin Cities.
Right. You'll be live. I'll be watching.
So that's them. So
nice.
All right, next.
Okay, Dio, come on. What was your best?
It's hard to pick. I saw a few shows this year.
Do 2.
I'll do 2. I've got a tie, basically.
Okay. So do I.
Except in M3.
Bam!
That's all I've heard.
Stole the show.
M3 so bad?
Damn.
I mean, they
killed
it. A hell of a show.
Brad
and
Lee.
You've got Wolf Hoffman and a bunch of guys that are newer guys for except for of course Mark Torello, the singer, has been with them for a couple of years. But it was just back to back except classics.
That's all I heard, man. I heard it was the opposite of when Crocus played.
Yeah.
That they didn't play the set anybody wanted, and then Accept went in there and just tore.
Exactly.
First M3 I've ever missed. I went to the first 11, and I couldn't go out on 4th of July this year.
Never been. I've got to go to that M3.
You gotta go.
I've got it. Next year I'm there, dude. I'm there next year. I'm coming. So gonna hang out with you, Mike. We're gonna do a show from that parking lot. Damn it.
Let's do it. We gotta have Dio.
If you're there, we're all gonna do it. We're all gonna hang out. Damn it. If you're there too, all of us.
It's heavy metal parking lot for fucking real.
I want to get there, man. I want to get there, dude.
Dude,
yeah,
it's awesome.
Yeah,
people have game shows set up in the trunk of their cars.
I've seen.
It's like Rockfest.
Friends that have had like the tents, the canopies and stuff set up. They've got like merch booths out in the parking lot, all kinds of shit.
Oh yeah,
making food, grilling, chilling, whatever. I mean, that sounds like a place I want to be. And this is 3 total days. Is this 3 days, right? I mean, you just go there.
The past 3 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you just camp there? What do you do?
No,
you guys
can't.
go to a hotel. Oh, you go get a hotel.
Get an overpriced hotel and Uber over, and you can't come in and out of the venue either.
Or know somebody that lives there.
But people still go, man.
Right.
Hey, I live 20 miles. I only live 20 miles away from it, but like my house is full, y'all.
Right on.
Oh, I'm
Wow.
coming over. Me and Dio
Wow.
and
Yeah,
Rych
we're
are
crashing
all
at your
there.
pad, dude.
Yeah, you better get the futon. I want the futon.
Okay,
I'll
Dio,
bring an air mattress. I don't care.
your second
Okay, second show. I guess I'd say a couple months ago I saw Dead Daisies.
Oh my God, I
Virginia
love
Beach,
that.
Yeah.
and they were amazing. I
Really?
mean, the tightest band. You got Glenn Hughes, you got Doug Aldrich, you know, David, the guy that is his band. It's, you know, he's a great rhythm guitar player, plays a little lead as well. And Tommy that played with Black Sabbath, and you know, Rob Zombie and all on drums. An incredible drummer. And you know, they just played you know, the classics from their album, their current album. Did a couple of songs from some of the previous albums that they had put out. And they had, you know, they did Mistreated, and they did from Deep Purple, and they did, of course, Burn at the end of the night. And it's just, it's smoking, you know.
Nice.
Great show.
Well, we got a lot of people commenting. Okay, Jim Hamby, I discovered Jet Set this year. Michael, I can't never say his name. Michael said Corey Rozick.
Saiska. I think that's what it looks like to me. Saiska. I like that name. That's pretty bitchin', you know. I call myself the Psych.
Jim
I like it. Sorry, Michael. No offense to you. You badass name though. Cool. I like it.
Yeah, my name is great. But yeah, okay. But yeah, I totally agree with you on that. Except Tony, that's one of mine. Easy. There was a tie, and that was right there. I mean, I can't decide between two. And if I had to, it would be the Accept Show. The Accept Show at M3 was hands down the best of the year for me. So I agree totally 100% with you on that one. Rich.
Well, you know, actually, I'm going to give a confession here. I have not been to a live show this past year, and I know that's crazy. You're thinking, "Oh my God, I don't." And I can't. This is the longest I've been. I know. I'm out West Coast, so I'm West Coast. I'm not California. I'm Boise, Idaho, so it's a little bit different here than
Wisconsin.
We don't have the LA. But we've been shut down. We had a lot of places shut down. They have opened back up. There's been some shows, but however, I've been focused on the radio show a lot more.
Yeah,
and I'm a night guy, and so I've been working on doing a lot of shows, and so the time hasn't really been there. But in 2022, you know, there's going to be a lot of shows I want to see. Iron Maiden's coming back to USA. Can't wait to see that. I got to see Iron Maiden every time they're here, and I'm very excited to go see the Legends, because you never know when it's going to be your last time. You're like, you know, you can get to that point with Iron Maiden, like, when is it going to be the last time we get to see them?
Never.
You know, I do want to go see Mammoth. I would love to go see Mammoth. You know, I'd love to go see him. He has not been here to Boise. We do get some big shows, just haven't been able to make it out. Either I have something planned or been on air soon. Like I said, next year I'll be using those credentials and getting in and going to see him and doing some reporting and you know, trying to help the bands out, like maybe sell tickets or bring pub, you know, like a week before they come to town, like any normal radio show would do, and support. So it's just been crazy out west. You know, it's a lot different, and it stunk. I mean, I've seen you guys at the East Coast. You've been a lot more open and active than we have. You know, you've had like from Florida all the way up to New York, people trying to do music. I actually went to New York. Well, actually, I did see some music in New York for a friend's birthday, and I got to see Emerald Rising, a great band up there in New York. Absolutely amazing. They got, you know, and Dina D, she's on vocalist. They got, you know, Tom Cavanaugh on guitar. Absolutely freaking amazing, and just absolutely fantastic fucking band right there. Check them out, Emerald Rising. I mean, they're straight up rock and roll, but they're groovy. They're good. Another cool band that's been making some noise out playing is the Russell Jenkins XL band, and that RJXL band. They're straight up rock and roll too, but just really good. The album, you know, from beginning to end, just wow, just rocks your ass off. You can just hear their seasoning. And he was with CJSS. I don't know if you remember them, but Cincinnati legend Russell Jenkins, and so
Tony does.
And he's great music, you know. So you know, you got to check that stuff out. But I need to, you know.
You need to get to shows.
Yes, and I am dying and itching. And, of course, December is slow, but I'm sure I'll be at some kind of New Year's Eve party having a good one, bringing it all back and making it
come
happen.
to Atlanta. We're going to one in Atlanta. Flying to Atlanta, man. We'll go see Shotgun Superstars out in Atlanta.
There you go.
You'll love it.
I would love to do that. Actually, that's not too
dude.
far from home. And, you know, Dallas, Texas, and Birmingham, Alabama are the two places I call home. Yes, I have two because I have family in both. But they're both home. Born in Birmingham. am, but live most of my life in the Big D. But still, in Boise, Idaho now. Yeah, the Big D, baby. Wow. But yeah. But yeah. But hey, I would love to do that. Atlanta, the ATL. They really have a lot of cool stuff going on right there, and
a lot of cool people.
Shit.
A lot of between Raleigh, Baltimore.
Kicking Valentina's down there too.
Oh my God!
See them, fucking the boys right there.
Jimmy and
Kicking Valentina, they're fucking great.
One of them's in here. One of them is in here. I see him in here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's in here.
They're really kicking ass, to me,
them.
they're really, January, they really made me happy. The Revenge of Rock, I've listened to it nonstop since it came out, and I mean, I'm still jamming every day almost to like somebody fucking new, and I'm like jamming to it like it's a brand new song almost every day. I mean, my God, they're killing it with DK, man.
DK,
boom,
DK,
they took a
where
step
are
up.
You?
They took a step
there
up.
He is. There
they took a fucking step up, man.
There
And I was worried.
is.
I was worried when they lost Joe. I was worried what the fuck was gonna happen, and then boom, baby, that's a kick-ass album right there, dude. Boom.
And there it is.
There it
fucking
is.
Shit.
There you go, DK. There he is. See?
Wow. What's up, DK? Fucking love the album, brother. Thank you, man. Fucking killer music.
The KB Mob band travels well. They show up everywhere. They support this.
Fucking great.
Like you're supposed to do with bands.
Yeah, we
the fuck out of them.
Yeah,
Cool thing is that band, I'm the first ever guy in North America, I believe, to play them. I believe Planet Rock played them first, if I'm not mistaken. But from what Jimmy had told me, I was the first DJ ever in America to play them, if I'm not mistaken. And that's a big honor.
Nice.
I'm always gonna watch that fucking band, and always am gonna be rooting for Kicking Valentina.
Did you get a plaque or something?
Yeah, great band.
No, I didn't get not that I didn't ask for nothing, didn't do anything. No, just
nothing
they're
to
cool
the Month
dudes.
Club or something.
Yeah, no, I don't give a shit about any of that. I mean, you hang out with them, and then you realize they're normal human beings and they're kick-ass dudes. I mean, they're fun. I mean, they're a fun band. They're a fun band.
We played with them at MB4 in 2019. It was us and them and Every Mother's Nightmare and Babylon Shakes.
Nice.
That was a killer show, man. That was
great show.
That was awesome.
Okay, 2021 show for you.
Me?
Yeah.
I went to one show.
Okay, what one show did you do?
Guns N' Roses and Mammoth.
Now don't feel so bad.
That's a decent show there.
And
You're forgiven.
that was another show that was postponed
Oh, you mean
100
him?
times.
Yeah, not you.
Over and over again. And
right now.
my son is a huge Guns N' Roses fan. He's 11.
Fuck yeah.
He was 9 when I originally bought the tickets, but it just kept getting postponed over and over and over again.
Wow.
It was the first time I saw Guns N' Roses in an arena. I'd always seen them in a stadium. I saw them, when they toured with Metallica and Faith No More. I'd seen them, a couple times back then, but I'd never seen them in an arena. I saw them on their first reunion tour in DC at FedEx Field, the Redskins Stadium. But this one was at the Baltimore Arena, and mask mandate, of course. Everybody was, a little weird.
You should be wearing one now.
Until the Guns N' Roses fans started drinking, and then fucking everything was out the door there.
Redneck Fest.
But you know what, man? They sounded really good in an arena. Like they were tight. They were great. I can't imagine why they can't put out a good single.
I mean, right?
Dude.
Absolutely.
Why can't they put out a new one? Why can't they put out a new single?
I mean, yeah, I know it's recycled stuff, but I'm just like, dude, 2 in a row? Really? And the song sounded good live, but it's not the guys I'm watching on stage. It's not, but they sounded great, man. And visually, their show's on point. It's great. Mammoth was great too, but they're another one of those bands that I think, Wolf, I mean, I know he played on all the instruments on the record, but it's like, as soon as I hear a song that I love on the album, I want to hear that again on the next song. And I don't hear that yet. Like Don't Back Down is fucking killer. And he opens the show with it and I'm rocking out and I love it. And then the next two, I'm like, all right, I see what you're kind of doing there. And it's cool. And I'm not putting them down. there's so many bands out there like that like you hear a song or two, you're like, fuck yeah, I'm a fan. And then you listen to the record and you're like, I really like those songs. you know, I mean, it's happened for years. I mean, even with a lot of new bands, Greta Van Fleet, when they came out with Highway Tune, I was like, this song is awesome.
Awesome. And then
everything else, I was like,
I fucking hated it because I thought they were trying to rip off Zeppelin, and so being a Zeppelin purist, I was pissed off. You know, and I was like, "Fuck these kids, fuck them!"
But
that's
me. That's not about Kingdom Come.
I know it's wrong. I know, and I love Kingdom Come. Go figure. Yet I love Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
I mean, the Highway Tune Zone is a great song.
It's weird how we like, but I support the kids. You know, the way. I mean, not to be rude, I just want to finish one little thing.
Yeah.
It's fucking great to see young kids loving the classic rock. That's where I was like, that's what turned the table for me. I was like, you know what? I could be a dick about this, or I could shut the fuck up and realize the good thing going on here. Kids that fucking love the fucking rock and roll.
Dude, I'll tell you what, man. Dirty Honey's another one,
Dirty Honey's another one.
Yeah. Very early. Very early into Greta Van Fleet. I had a friend in radio, and he got me tickets to a club show of theirs, a real small club show. And I say real small, the 930 Club. I mean, it's, not that small. But they played, and I couldn't keep my eyes off on the crowd. I was trying to watch who's coming to see Greta Van Fleet. And it ain't Zeppelin fans.
Everybody.
It was young
hippies.
Young.
You need to get.
It's great to see.
You need an avenue.
Good to see young people into rock and roll.
Right, because
like
they're not going to get into.
there.
Did we get into what our parents listened to? No, we hated what our parents listened to 90% of the time.
Hey, I like when my dad played. He listened to good shit. Frampton, Boston, Kansas. Fuck yeah.
They were my first band. It's I loved it. But kids nowadays don't want to listen to what their parents. They want to be their own person.
True.
So when they want to rock and roll, but give them their own band.
Right.
Now they also have Dirty Honey. Dirty Honey's fantastic. They're one of my album of the year.
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there.
I mean,
it's up there.
I do all my best listening when I'm mowing the lawn, and if I want to listen to something and not get distracted, I put it in. And if the neighbor goes, "You're acting like an idiot out there again," then I know the band was good. I'm like, okay, it's all out there singing, fingers going in the air.
Now explain that part, Mike. What do you mean if the neighbor goes acting like what? Just tell us what you mean here.
They're like, would you stop acting like an idiot in the backyard? Just we're not going to associate.
You're all dancing around. You're all dancing around, banging the head or whatever.
You can't help it when you get good music. It just takes you over.
Dancing while you mow, so to say.
Something like Dirty Honey. I mean, they got their break early on, and I believe, if I'm not crazy, that the WWE used one of their songs as a pay-per-view theme.
I don't know.
And that, this is way early on when they just had that first single out, and it helped bring them out. And I thought that was interesting because that comes to syncing and commercials and all that kind of shit. Video games. Some of those bands, if they
they're putting their own stuff out. I mean, they're on their own label, Dirt Records, I guess.
Yeah.
And, they did an EP first, and then they went out and toured and got on some good shows, and then now this full-length album's out.
There's nothing wrong with doing it that way.
They went out on the Black Crows tour, Perfect Match.
Perfect.
Black Crows, Cry of Love type sound, and the singer sounds like Billy Squire to me.
Yeah,
totally.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God, it's like these guys are fantastic. You just can't not like them.
Even with Greta Van Fleet, when they put out that first song, the first thing that happened with it was on like an NHL video game or something. Like a lot of these newer bands, they're getting that sync going on, and I think that's what it really takes because you don't got radio anymore.
Yeah,
and even the satellite, like we were talking about before the show, like they're not putting out new bands and stuff.
No.
And I'm not going to listen to 3 hours of Octane to hear one new band. I don't want to.
Exactly.
Not going to happen.
Exactly.
So that I've been discovering some new shit on video games and stuff that my kids playing. I walk in, I'm like, what is that? Are you playing Madden? And what is that song? So it's a good way to learn some new stuff, man. Absolutely.
Right. Now, okay. One band that dominated your playlist. Rych.
Well, I'll start because my problem.
Go ahead.
My problem was it was all the bands on my label because I try to listen to that a lot.
Right.
But that was pretty much it. And then like a couple bands showed up that I was shocked, like Striper. I didn't know I listened to them that much.
What?
I guess I do. I mean, not that I was shocked because I don't listen to them, but it was way high up on the list. And the new stuff too, that was really big. But go on, guys. I've been talking too much.
Yeah. I'm always going to listen to the same, I'm always going to have my mainstays. I love, I've always been a huge Quiet Riot fan. I'm into AC/DC, I don't listen to them as much like you would think, but I mean, like Van Halen's really been something I've been listening to because of passing of Ed. And so I've gone back and listened to a lot of that. I'll forever love Ronnie James Dio and everything that he's ever done. I'm a huge Dangerous Toys fan. Jason McMaster to me Jason McMaster to me is one of the great vocals. I love everything that he does. Oh my God! Yes, I love his vocals. I just think he's fucking super cool and just a hell of a front man. And just blue jean T-shirt. What you see is what you get, but he brings it. And it's fucking cool. And I dig that. And then of course, like I already said, White Tiger. They're a new band that I'm really into. I always love Santa Cruz and stuff like that. I dig them. I listen to it. Not maybe so much the poppy shit, but sometimes I can get into it. Just depends on what kind of mood.
It's so on or off with them, man.
Yeah, I know. Love. If you're getting laid or something, then hey, I like it. Wow, baby, But if you're love like a shit, then fuck that. I don't want to hear this shit. I mean, so it's like But I love it. And then I like a band out there called 20 Dark 7. They're from Germany as well, on the same label I mentioned earlier, Metalopolis Records. I like Marcus Jurgens. He used to be a part of Pump. Pump did some really cool things. I'm really rooting for Marcus. I like what they're doing. They kind of have this like Metallica Ozzy type thing, but yet their own sound with it in a way. Like you can tell they're influenced by it, but my God, they just bring you killer guitars and stuff. I just love them. Kicking Valentina, like I said. I've been digging
now
on
you're
that.
kissing ass because DK's in here.
Well, I mean,
oh my God!
It just the album fucking rocks. I mean, it's great, and it's just fucking great. And I've really liked it. Somebody new, just really, I don't know. I just love that song. I guess we've all kind of been there in our lives, where you're like fed up with shit, and it's like that song just spoke to me, man. I know it sounds weird. It's not anything like like it's like a heartfelt moment, or that's not what I mean. I'm just saying I just fucking dig it, and they came out with a bang. That started January off right, and then everything's just been great from discovering Black Diamonds, and Black Diamond, and all of that, and then fucking having some fucking fun, on radio. It's just been a good year. There's so many damn good bands out there that aren't getting enough playtime because, like you said, radio doesn't support it. It used to be the same 40 songs. Now it's the same 10 to 20.
10,
20. And I mean, it's
25.
ridiculous. And if you listen to even the pop stations, like I work, I have to work in the real world. And so I had a guy that he's like this guy, they'd have a show come on where they did their little bit. They had their prank that they would do every day. And so, my God, they played all this crap music to get to that point. It was funny. I got to admit, the prank was funny. But, my God, they play like the same song like 3 times an hour. I'm like, holy shit, how's that even legal? That's against the law, but yet they're getting away with it. How? So we're getting screwed royally in the music industry. New bands are especially. And like you said, some people don't even report those spins, because there's several different copyrights when it comes down to the copyright law to sounds, like whether it's in media, video, games, whatever, played on a radio station, played on internet radio, played on whatever, it all comes down, and there is a royalty. You're right, 1,000%. Like you said earlier, there's a royalty for fucking everything.
Yeah, somebody's
getting rich. Somebody's getting rich off these people. I'm not a big fan of Spotify because I don't like that guy. To me, like he's giving percent. It's not. I know, and I know people listen to it, but I fucking hate that shit. So. I don't know.
That's how you really feel.
Yeah.
Well, right. I actually make a living off of Spotify. So it's a little.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's cool. I mean, if it is paying, I mean, I just see like Crampton talking about he made $1,000, or something a whole year off of like,
Yeah. Oh no, it's
maybe
crazy.
He's wrong,
dude.
Maybe he's wrong.
Well, it's because
help me understand it then.
It's because it's the lullaby music. It's the children's music.
Oh, cool.
When you're in a small category, and you got 7 million mothers and dads out there trying to feed their baby going, shit, cool. I got to get them to sleep. They just go lullaby. And because I have almost 600 songs on there, it's going to come up. But the thing is that most bands don't realize is that there's also something called performance royalties. When your song is played on Pandora, you're supposed, and it's not that someone else is getting paid. Your money's actually going into a folder. Once you sign up, you start getting, and they all look at it and go, "Oh, it's $24," and it's like, yeah, but you know what, dude? That's for life. You know, so it seems like a little, but the thing about it is content. If you're ever going to make money in streaming, you just got to constantly release music and keeping it out there. And it's not just Spotify, but like Pandora and stuff. I go, oh yeah, I make a living off of that. But we've also had like 250 million streams. Like it takes a lot. But someone buys your CD and they listen to it once or twice. You know, they paid $14 for it. The band made $5 off of it.
Right.
Each member got $1.
Yeah,
if you look back on it and go, if someone listens to it for the next 20 years, it's spread out. That's all. It sucks.
Right. Okay, Dio.
Cool. Thank you.
What has dominated my playlist?
Dominated your playlist.
Yeah, well, I don't do Spotify or anything like that at all. Everything I've got is either hard copies that I play here at home.
Right.
If it's digitized, it's something that I've ripped to the computer and put on a flash drive to play in the car. I'll bring a CD because I still have a CD player in my car. But it's pretty much. I mean, I listen to a lot of the same classic stuff that I listen to every year. I mean, Kiss, you know, Deep Purple, Dio, Ozzy, Black Sabbath. You know, a lot of stuff like that. A lot of UFO.
Forever,
stuff that hits me, and it's been a tough year. I mean, I've lost 4 or 5 friends this year from COVID, and other.
Sorry to hear that, brother.
Yeah, we lost Bill and his wife.
Music definitely gets you out of a bum state. A lot of times, you just feel like crap. You put on a good song, and it makes you feel better. So, you know, I'll throw on some UFO or something. It always perks me up.
Rob DeLuca, UFO.
As far as you know, there's been some new stuff too. I mean, I'm always, whenever if I buy something online, a lot of times on CD, you'll get a free download with it or something as well. So I'll get that so I can play it in the car as well. But one thing I've listened to a whole lot, and Mike's seen them. These guys, Stone Whiskey.
Oh my God, they're good.
A great local band from right here in North Carolina. Just good kick-ass rock and roll. Guns N' Roses, AC/DC style stuff. I've listened to a lot of AC/DC this past year as well. I mean, that was another band that I think when they put that new album out last year, just kind of got big. I just started going back. And,
it's killer.
You know, and there's a ton of AC/DC bootleg stuff that's come out, live shows. I've got some of those recently, and they're just great. I mean, they were such a great live band.
Absolutely.
And you can fall into a big.
It's nostalgic to go back and watch AC/DC. I mean, you look at it, even the stuff with Bon Scott, you know, and just all that. I mean, it's wonderful to see. I mean, that they go out there and kick the ass. I mean, and consistently to pack that. I mean, when they go out and go on tour, I mean, you automatically know they're probably going to be the most #1 draw in the world that year. Mm-hmm. I mean, bigger than the pop, all that. I mean, it's like AC/DC goes on the road, people fucking show up. It's amazing. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Always, you know.
Yeah, and they're simple. And they're simple. They're simple.
You get
they
stuck
changed
into
the key on some of the songs and re-recorded them.
When you go to YouTube and start looking up live AC/DC, man, you can go into a hole that you're not coming out of.
Man.
Oh my God! Right.
Rabbit hole, man, for sure.
No shit.
There's so much great footage of AC/DC that's out there on YouTube as well. You know, I collected, you know, what we called bootleg videos and stuff, and traded for years, VHS, DVD, and now everything's on YouTube. Pretty much everything that we used to like. I've got this rare footage of AC/DC. Now you can go find it. You know, like you can find the clip of them before Bon Scott was in the band when they had the other guy, Dave Evans,
Rose Tattoo guy.
Wow. They're doing "Can I Sit Next to You, Girl" with a different singer, like before the first album ever came out.
Wow.
I mean, stuff that I used to have that I thought was, this is so cool, it's so rare. Now it's all on YouTube.
Yeah, it's right there.
It's great.
Man.
Anybody can see it. It's a wonderful thing, you know, to have the YouTube.
Love YouTube.
The YouTube.
It's cool. It is kind of cool that we can go. I mean, you know, it's sad when we go to concerts, everybody's got the phone up. You know, I mean, I get it for a minute, you know, then put that fucker down and enjoy the show.
Yeah.
You know? But fuck, I mean, I get it. Right. Everybody wants to see that you're there. You know, we all want to see maybe a song or something. That's cool. But after that,
You don't have
get
to.
that
You don't have to
fucker up.
live stream the whole show from your phone.
Exactly. And don't talk. And don't talk, please.
Or
Please don't say
sing, I
anything. Yeah. Oh my God. I know. Like,
You're not
yeah, drunk. Everybody loves to hear drunk bitch talk over videos, right?
Or drunk bitch sing.
Oh,
yeah.
no shit.
Drunk bitch sing.
Or drunk
Oh,
cock,
God.
whatever one. I don't give a damn. You know,
God.
drunk dick, whatever. I don't know. You know, like it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna pin it all on you, ladies, because I have some asshole friends that have done it as dudes as well. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
You know, though, but when you get in the moment, man.
Oh God, and we don't want to see their face at first. Like they always had that spin around. Look at me.
Oh yeah.
Fuck that. Oh God, I hate
during
that
the guitar
shit.
solo. You're like, shit. Turn it back around.
Right.
Oh shit. Yeah.
We want to see the drum solo. Shut the fuck
like,
up, bitch.
Good God, are you giving us cleavage or not? Stop it.
Yep.
Dude, I think it was that last Motley Crue tour. I was like third row in Philly, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna video." Nope, I'm gonna enjoy this shit. And I took like 3 pictures, and the rest of it's up here because I'm like, I'm not gonna ruin this shit.
Yeah, right.
Good idea.
Right, exactly. You carry that with you forever. You know, if you're looking at a little 5-inch, 6-inch, 7-inch screen, you know, fuck, how's that going to be? I mean, that's why I see people like drive down the road. You know, they're looking like, look at the world. It's beautiful sometimes.
I was like, I was holding up my phone. I was like, if I videotape it, I'm not going to tell that the fire is burning my eyebrows off the stage because I'm so fucking close. And I'm like, I'm just going to enjoy this shit, and I'm glad I did.
A perfect
Right
circle.
on.
They don't let you have your phones in there.
Now, when you perform, do you ever give the fans, like a moment to let them see, like a little moment? You know, like do you give them like a minute of something or two to let your fans see what you're doing?
Oh yeah, of
like
course.
Kind of a cam on you.
Oh yeah, man. I mean,
cool.
The only thing though is that, you know, when you're a band that you want people's first impression to be the best, right?
Yeah.
So when you're a band like American Jet Set and we're out playing live all the time, there's going to be all these people taking little clips, and that's what everybody sees.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're going to go, oh, I want to see Jet Set. So they go to YouTube and they go, what the fuck?
That's
like
them. Yeah.
They're only seeing somebody's video cam at the Fishhead Cantina in Baltimore
And
going
they're
like
puking and
this.
drunk.
When I'm set up in front of like 4 other drum sets, and I'm like, you know, so it's difficult like that because that's not what I want people to see. But fortunately,
you don't want somebody's first impression of
the album
band,
or
or
pro shot
anything.
video or something.
Oh yeah, I don't let my artists ever post stuff on YouTube.
But you can't really help what the band is. I mean, the band, you can't help what the fans are posting.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
You know?
true. Al,
They can title it anything they want, you know. So that's been the thing. So you hope that they like it enough to click on your page.
Yep.
Whatever, but you know, if they make it there, great. If not, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just glad somebody thought enough about it to post it.
Right on.
Right.
You know,
That's cool.
Absolutely. Now, biggest disappointment of the year, album wise. I'm going to start off with mine, and I'm going to get so much shit from this because they got so many fans, and everybody be like, I can't believe this.
Here we go.
All right, let's have
LA
it.
Guns. I fucking hate it. The last 2 fucking releases. I cannot
But now
stand either album.
explain to the fans
I agree.
how they.
I thought the sound quality went down too. It sounds like shit.
Right? It sounds like crap.
It sounds like shit.
They're
I won't play it
different.
on the show because it sounds like shit.
Cannonball's on my best of list.
Totally agree. I
They're
totally agree,
trying
Mike,
to
because it's
just
like
put out an album. Don't
But
just
they're
put
not
out an
LA Guns.
album to put out
Anyway,
an album.
because-
Put out an album that's going to be
Tracy Guns
worth
isn't
it,
in it.
where people are going to go, oh, okay, this is great, instead of go, well, I'm not buying that.
right.
You know, I love LA Guns. I go see them
Me too. I
anytime
fucking
can.
love them.
I love Tracy
But
Guns.
I
He's
just
super talented.
cannot. Yes, they are. They're more talented than this, and I just
Yeah.
don't understand how they went downhill on their last
Right.
2 releases.
I don't get
Speed
it.
came out. Speed is a great
Big
song,
ass song. It really is.
killer song on an album that is bland.
See, I
At
like
best.
Cannonball. I thought Cannonball was cool, man.
Cannonball's not bad, but it didn't grab me. I mean,
The
I was
Missing
like,
Piece was
damn
a
it.
great album. The Missing Piece was a fucking great album, in my opinion. That's 2017. Everything
That
has
was their
sucked
last
since
one.
then.
So they
Yeah.
did.
Everything
They've done
sucks since
3.
then, in my opinion. I agree. I totally
Piece.
fucking agree.
They've
No
done
idea
3
you were gonna say
records,
that.
right? 3 records
Yeah.
since Phil and
Yes.
Tracy got back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Missing Piece, and then the other one.
Devil
was
You Know.
the Devil You
Oh, yeah.
Know.
Yeah,
Devil
that was
You
bad.
Know, and then
Horrible
this
audio.
one.
Horrible audio.
Horrible.
God.
But I
Missing
saw
Piece was really good.
Just no depth.
Really
it's,
good.
It's either that. It's like some of the bands. That's the one thing I noticed. Europe. I don't know if any of you guys noticed, but Europe really has a great sound. It's like they don't record. I don't know. When I hear some American band, when I hear American bands, it's like they go in there, turn their guitar all the way the fuck up, you know, and then they're gonna record, and it's muffled, and then they try to compress it. It's over compressed. Whereas Europe, they come down. It seems like they're turning their guitar to like maybe 5, 6, 7. And they're getting a cleaner tone, but yet then they're adding the layer they need. It just seems, and the dynamics, God, I can put a record at 5 from Hell Yeah, or a 5 from like, you know, like from no offense to Hell Yeah, I love them, you know, but 5 from like a European band, and you can tell a total clarity difference, you know, the clarity from Europe, a total difference. And that's where LA Guns went down. I was like, holy shit, I can't play this. The audio's crap. I mean, dude, it distorts all my speakers. They're fucking sound like shit. You know, I'm not going to run that garbage through my shit.
All right,
no offense, guys.
Rich,
I love you.
Rich, biggest disappointment.
LA Guns. That was it. That's what I was agreeing. Yes, I was agreeing with you. I was agreeing with you. That's what I was agreeing. That's what I was agreeing. That's what I was trying to say. LA Guns, hands down, twice in a row.
I'm just saying, and I love them, and you know, but I'm sorry, it just didn't work.
Maybe it's because we do shows and we play music. That's why we think that way. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm gonna piss people off too, because I was, and I don't know why I was disappointed. I was already prepared for it. The new Iron Maiden does nothing to me. It's a snooze fest.
I'm telling you,
it's
I like it. So far, I haven't heard all the album. I haven't got to hear all the album, but
4 or 5 records they've done, it's just been a snooze fest for me. I love Iron Maiden, love classic Maiden.
Exactly.
Next year, I'm looking forward to going to see them next year, as long as they're not playing the whole new album.
Right, but it says Legacy of
silly.
the Beast. So the last
good.
Legacy was all hits.
Yeah.
So hopefully Legacy is still all hits.
And you know, there's
It's
songs on each one of the last few albums that I think is cool. But I didn't hear nothing on this new one. It just did. I didn't even. This is the first Iron Maiden record I didn't buy. I heard it. I listened to it online. I said, if it's good, I'll go buy it. I'll order it or whatever. I didn't get it.
I've yet to hear it all from beginning to end, but do you think they're melding it in on this one? Is that what you're saying, Tony?
I just think the songs could be cut down. They just drag out. It's like a lot. There's always like an intro and this long part, and then they go into this basic song, and then they go back and almost repeat what they started with to close out the song. And
like Iron Butterfly.
You could chop it down and make a 4 or 5 minute song. It'd be better. You know,
they're using it's like they're using a formula that worked before, but it was different songwriting, so it doesn't work anymore.
Now it's like 3 minutes.
It was only one.
You used the Flight of Icarus formula. I mean, that's a great song.
Right.
You know,
and that's what Jim Hamby said. Too many.
Get back to the radio edit.
You know what I did? I liked, as far as Iron Maiden goes, I liked the new Smith Kotzen album. Adrian Smith and Richie Kotzen did an album.
I heard that's really good. I haven't either. I heard it's really good.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get it.
Great record. They've got a new EP. They just put an EP out. Great.
Is it pop? Is it poppy or what? I heard it's all over the place. Is it all over the place for real? Is that record all? Is it straight up hard rock and metal?
Oh, or, no, it's a good hard rock record. It's just,
good.
Okay.
It's good, you know. And Richie sounds so much like Chris Cornell vocal wise.
Really?
Adrian Smith sings on it as well. They're trading off vocals. They're trading off leads. It's not a shreddy guitar record or anything like that. It's just a lot of tasty playing, you know, good guitar solos and stuff on it. It's really good. Good straight hard rock record. And it's
good feel record. You call it a feel record?
Much better than the new Iron Maiden record.
So let's just be clear. Let's just be clear. Dio held that up. That's not his disappointment.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, no. You're right.
Exactly.
It's better than the new Iron Maiden, which I am disappointed in.
I am. I was going to say that, but man, I just couldn't. I couldn't bring myself to say it because LA Guns let me down twice.
Absolutely.
Are you breaking up with them?
Exactly what I was thinking.
You're sick of their shit.
Well, they'll hate us now forever, but you know, hey.
Hey. Now, Kimmarie.
Keep putting out albums like that, no loss. We still got the classics. We'll pay you some royalties, but hey.
Right.
Still get the spins, man. The new shit.
I would say, and I'm gonna get shit for this, is Ozzy, whatever he was doing with, you know, this last year with having like Post Malone with him.
Nothing.
Oh,
nothing.
And,
no.
Yeah, and
nothing.
I just feel really bad for Ozzy Osbourne because it's like I feel like it's like Weekend at Bernie's,
Right. It is. Right. It is.
It kind of is. It's here, stand up, Ozzy, and take a picture with this guy so that we could sell his albums.
Right.
Put your name to this.
Exactly.
We'll pay you millions. Put your name to this, and Ozzy's just sitting there going, "It's all Sharon."
Yeah,
Sharon's going,
exactly.
keep the money coming in until this guy.
Who do you want to smile with now, Sharon?
That's
all it is.
I mean,
he does it. And he does it.
It was kind of cool that he did a song with Elton John and Slash. I mean, having those guys do a song together was cool. It's like, again, nothing will grab you, but it's cool. Like it doesn't. I don't know, man. That's how I am with a lot of that stuff. It's kind of
video for Under the Graveyard is a really good video.
This is why you don't cheat on your wife, okay? This is why if you're a married man, you don't cheat on your wife.
But it's Sharon, for God's sake. I would cheat on my wife.
You don't.
It's Sharon. Come on.
I know it is. That's what I'm saying. Because she has the balls, right? He cheated on her, and so now he's got to pay her back. So he's kicking all the doing all this. Post Malone, give me a fucking break. Post Malone, fuck that. That's not Ozzy. Fuck that shit.
Not at all.
No,
Good
not
God.
at all, dude.
What the fuck is this?
Money grab. That's all that was,
Exactly. Sharon, because he cheated on her, he's got to pay her back.
And once again, I don't know anything about Post Malone other than he
You don't want to know anything.
You don't want to know.
They'll have him on New Year's Eve special live from New York, right there. He's just a fish out of water, making some money. That's all he is. Fish out of water.
They wanted to do, across genre stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But if you see with Nicki Minaj, I'm done. Okay, I'm just done.
I love you guys for saying this shit. You all kick ass to me. You fucking rock for saying this shit. Fuck Post Malone.
Fuck Post Malone. Hey, it's easy to say. I mean, we don't like it.
It is.
Now, what?
Any night.
Well, hey, I had some disappointments this year.
Hey, Jeff, come on, man.
What?
My biggest disappointment was Metallica's Blacklist. What a piece of shit.
I saw that. I haven't heard
54 bands covering songs from the Black Album.
That's a money grab.
There's like maybe
no idea.
So what they did was 54,
my least favorite.
54 bands covered the same 12 or 11 songs. So there's like 7 different versions of Holier Than Thou. And 10 different versions of it's a record. It's out there.
It's a real thing.
Thank God I didn't even search it. I heard it came out, and I was like, I don't want to do it.
Sounds like constipation.
Mike, you're a drummer, right? I will tell you. There's a band on there.
Use that very loosely.
There's a band on there called Off. OFF exclamation point. They're a punk band.
That album.
Their cover of Holier Than Thou, the first minute, the drums will fucking blow your mind. It is so good. It's punk, but it's just brutal as shit. The video is amazing. They're called Off, and they do Holier Than Thou. The video is amazing. Watch the video.
That's one of my favorite Metallica songs. I'm sorry.
Dude,
I love the Black Album. I don't give a fuck who.
Oh, it's all good. No. It's a great album. It's a great album.
But that's what I'm saying.
Metallica. Yeah, it's a great
having
album.
bands cover songs from the Black Album is a great idea. Put it out.
But
52.
Not 50 fucking bands doing
54. It's even worse.
I don't need to hear EDM versions of Enter Sandman. I don't.
I know.
I thought it was.
And let me ask you this: wait, are they one right up there?
No, it's all mixed up, man. Look up the Blacklist Metallica.
That's what I was thinking. Fuck.
Volbeat does a good song on there.
I don't think I could hear Enter Sandman 82 times in a fucking row. You know,
dude, it is. If they wanted to do it right, look at me talking about how they're not doing it right and they're billionaires. But for the band, the cover, I love covers. Everybody loves a good cover.
I love a good cover.
But don't give me,
especially at night when it's cold.
Don't give me 54 options. Like,
54.
Right.
Like, have trust in what's being sent to you and what you're putting out there.
Yeah, they could have picked a good one. Yeah, pick the best.
That was my disappointment of the year.
They just can't let everybody have a chance on that album. They're like, fuck it, we like it all. Just do it.
Just throw it on
Holy
there.
shit, yeah.
We'll release a 5
Was it like
album.
8 discs? Was it like 8 discs or something?
It's 4.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I mean,
like $800.
One of them is Miley Cyrus and Elton John and
What?
Kenneth
Oh God.
Gosh, my ears
Oh
are
hell no.
But
already,
everybody's
dude.
on there. You won't even know 90%.
I already want to shoot myself.
No,
No,
but
I'm done. I'm not buying it.
I don't want
to.
to. I don't want to have to scroll through to pick out a gem. Give me something.
That
that kicks
album
ass,
Suicide.
man.
Don't
It's
listen,
Metallica.
kids. Don't listen.
Yeah.
And I think you gave us the two good ones because Jim Hamby was asking which two so I can get there. And you
Off,
said the off by
Off,
Holier
Full
Than Thou.
Beat, and if you like Ghost, you might
Don't
like
even
their
do
cover
it.
of Enter Sandman.
I fucking hate Ghost.
Right.
Then you
Here's the
wouldn't
thing.
like their
Too.
cover of
Thank
Enter
you.
Sandman. You'd hate them twice.
Sorry, I
God.
don't like Ghost. It's not that I don't like Ghost. I just don't like his voice. I don't.
Right.
It doesn't
The-
fit the genre.
And that's the
band,
band.
right,
He's
the
singing.
band is great. I mean,
They're
the
phenomenal.
music is great, and their stick is cool. I mean, I get it,
Yeah.
but I just cannot listen to his voice. Now, if he was like a King Diamond, then I'm in. I mean, because that would fit it. If it
Not even in
was,
the same
but
universe.
it's like a mellow Malakani voice that I was
I
like,
think it
nah.
kind of works.
It's like
I think
ABBA.
It
works.
works for the
does.
music,
It
man. It's like a
works.
Moody Blues,
It's gothy
Oyster
now.
Cult thing.
Right. It just
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
works for me.
total
And
Blue Oyster Cult
Yeah.
sound.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it
the
works for a
early-
lot of
I know it, yeah.
people.
Um,
I can't do it. I
the
don't
thing,
know.
one thing I wasn't disappointed in, and I don't even know how to say the guy's name, was Todd from Queensryche, Todd LaTorre.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Todd
yeah.
Torrey.
His solo album fucking
It
kicks
fucking
ass.
kills. It
That's on
kills.
Frontier, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
It's badass.
That
Lot of
song
us
Vanguards of the Downwall. I mean, holy shit, that song rips. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's a great drummer. He's a great drummer.
He was a drummer
Jeff
before.
Scott's
Yeah,
solo
Yeah,
number
I
one
know.
there,
Before
too?
Crimson Glory, I know. Yeah.
that I'm saying, if you just listen to that one song off that record, man, you're gonna want to go listen to the whole thing, and it's a really kick-ass record.
I haven't
that-
got it yet.
That's my biggest surprise and biggest disappointment.
It's been kind of funny to watch the things on Blabbermouth. Like yesterday, they had a post that Todd LaTorre was like, "I'm okay with being shamed because I smoke." And then today it was Jeff Tate came out and he said that I quit smoking years ago.
It's like they're organizing all these articles.
Oh God, they do it. They
Dude,
just
these two-
Blabbermouth. You know they love the cheese. You know
the
they love the
drama,
cheese.
yeah.
They love
Like
the
Mean
drama. They
Girls.
love it.
I
I
It's
gave
funny.
it up years
Yeah.
ago.
Oh,
We're gonna
my
take
God.
Sebastian Bach and Chris Jericho
Oh,
and post
God.
it back to back.
Well, enough
Yeah,
So we
already.
all get involved.
No.
Right. Just shut up
They
already.
just go
please.
crazy.
Both. You know, I mean, more so, I'd say shut up Sebastian. I mean, he seems to be the least popular out of Jericho. At least seems to have a lot more fans.
I like
you know,
him.
because his
Chris
wrestling
Jericho,
thing.
he's
Well, his
amazing.
wrestling thing is big. I'm not really a big. You know, I'm not really big into Fozzy because they pump a lot in. You know, I get it because. I guess it's because Chris and his wrestling, and you know he's on the road and he's
But he's got
tired. He's
some
probably fatigued
amazing-
at 50 fucking years old. You know, I mean, I
Right.
get it, right?
Yeah,
And
right.
it's like, and you know, and so, but for fucking A, but I like the music. I do think Fozzy has some good records. I think they have some good music out there. I'd like to see him do it for real. You know, I think Bach is a little bit of a dick sometimes and a diva out there when he
Yeah.
comes across on social
He's
media.
gonna,
we
he'll be
should.
hiding
Just
under your
sing.
bed tonight, I swear
Yeah,
to God.
just sing. Yeah, just sing. You know, we don't want to see you come
like
out and look
him.
like gray-haired Sebastian Bach either. Don't freak us out like that, damn it! What the hell? You know, it's
He
like, what
sounds
the
really
hell?
good,
Please.
though.
I know he is. He's great.
Sounds
He's
great.
a great vocalist. He's a fucking great vocalist, and I love him to death. Like I said, he will always be one of my favorites. I named my kid after him.
Hey,
you know,
look at
because he
that.
was
We
sick,
got-
You know, I
Wait a
did.
minute.
Look at that.
I did. I named my kid after that guy
that's
because I
a
love
bust.
his
You named
vocals
your kid
that
after
much. I
your
mean,
dog,
5-octave range. You know, I mean,
Sebastian
hey.
just joined.
Hey.
I mean, hold
Yeah.
on. Sebastian's coming in.
Cool.
He said he had something to say.
Bring
I'm
it.
kidding.
You know,
Oh,
talking
bring
about
it in.
talking about being able to.
I met him. He's cool.
on
He's a cool guy.
Oh,
He's a
yeah.
cool guy. He's a nice man. I mean, he's cool. I love his music. I really do. I just
And
wish
he
sometimes
knows he's a dick. He knows
yeah,
it.
he's
like,
a
I'm
dick sometimes. Just shut up. You know, just
deal with
sing.
it.
That's what we love you because you sing and your voice and what it means to us. You know,
Man, I wish.
not because your opinion on shit. I don't want to hear it. You know, I don't
wanna
care.
hear no opinion.
I really wish.
Exactly.
I wish I would have seen him on Broadway when he did Dr. Jekyll and
Yeah.
Mr. Hyde. I know, and
Right.
he did Jesus Christ Superstar. I think
You're
too.
right. He did. Yes.
That's the shit you can't find on YouTube.
I wonder why.
Not as easy to pull out a phone in Broadway.
Right.
But I would have loved to have seen him up there. I mean, I'm not a big Broadway guy, but dude, you put him up there.
That'd
and
be
Jesus
cool.
Christ
Yeah, his
Superstar,
operatic
I'm
voice,
down.
man. Yeah, 5-octave range. You know, I don't know if he still has it, but he's still got to at least have 3.5 or 4. You know what I mean? Fuck.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Yeah, and he's got to be killing it. You know what I mean? He does hit those pretty highs. You know, so it's like the vibrato that he has. I think his strong suit has always been his vibrato. You know, his vibrato is what set him aside.
And his girlish good looks.
Well, maybe that. I don't know.
Maybe for you. Okay, not for me.
I mean, he
not
does
for
sound,
us. Yeah, his voice.
I would have done them back in the day, easy. But now I'm on there.
He's got
a couple.
Wait, what? Now back up this one. Hold on.
I mean, dude,
I love you, Mike.
He's a pretty man, let me tell you.
He definitely hit the wall. But, people talk about, people give excuses for singers that don't sound good anymore. And they're like, oh, well, dude, he's 60. And I go, well, Paul McCartney's 80 and he still sounds fucking great.
Oh, my God.
So when people start throwing the age
hey,
thing
who was
around,
it the other night? What they just say the other night? Who was it? The legend that came out. They was just on the other night on CBS. They said he sounded fucking amazing, and I forget his name. Pardon me for not knowing.
Tony
Bennett. Tony Bennett.
And
they said he came out and kicked ass. Yeah,
Alzheimer's.
Yeah. And go figure, they say, here's the thing that got me. This is the thing that got me. The thing that he remembers is the words to his music.
So he apparently
get the fuck out of town.
Apparently he knows nothing about what's going on in the world. He walks
he don't know if he pissed his pants or
Okay.
not, but he sings, holy shit, and he kills it.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
And
isn't
he's
that
like
crazy?
110
Holy
years
shit.
old. And I'm
Yeah.
like, and it's because he realized his instrument is his voice, and he has to take care of it. Drummers, we change our heads, we polish the cymbals, we make it look good, we take care of it. If you don't take care of your voice and you're doing cocaine shots every fucking day,
you can't do
drinking
that
Jack
shit.
Daniels
Fuck
and smoking
cocaine, stay away
Marlboro
from it.
all your fucking life, your
No
voice
smoking.
is gonna go to shit.
Unless you're Glenn
Stay away
Hughes.
from smoking.
Or
vape,
Brian
maybe
Johnson.
vape. That's okay.
Everybody's like, hey,
Brian
David Lee
Johnson
Roth.
said, how do you take care of your voice? Brian Johnson says, the Marlboros and Jack Daniels. You know, and it works for him.
Right.
Look at
not
Sammy.
everybody.
Look at Sammy Hagar, man. What is
Sammy
he?
Hagar's
76?
Perfect.
Against David Lee Roth. It's
And
like,
it's
what the
perfect.
He's older than David Lee Roth.
older. But
I know.
And killing
Sammy
it. And
has
killing it.
taken
I mean,
care
some of
of
these
himself.
guys, dude, I saw a video of Genesis on tour. Phil Collins is in a chair.
In a
He
chair.
can't even stand,
What?
and he can still sing. Look at the video. He's in a chair with a table
I
next to
saw
it in an
that.
arena.
I didn't think he sounded very good.
No, I haven't seen it.
For his position and
The
sitting
new
down,
album I heard is
think
not
he
so good from Sammy Hagar. I heard it
If
wasn't
he's
so
saying the
good.
South, bless his heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last time I saw Sammy
Bless his heart.
played, Sammy played for 3.5 hours the last time I saw him, and he's pouring
Wow.
shots out in the crowd like he's 25 years old, and I'm going,
The dude is
Did
still
he do Mas Tequila like
great.
10 times?
"What? No."
Sammy
But the
Hagar
thing
is
was, is
still great.
now that Jason Bonham is in the band, they play Hagar, they play Van Halen, they play Led Zeppelin. They got
Holy
a catalog
shit.
that they can play that, you know.
Oh, he can
blows you
sing some
away.
rock and roll right there.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
motherfucker can sing rock and roll right
dude,
there.
awesome.
I mean, that's right down his alley.
Did you hear that new song he just released the other day? It's him and Michael Anthony and the Billy Duffy
who?
Nicole on guitar.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it yet.
I'm going to hell already, so I might as well
It's
just.
called Loud. It's called
Loud?
Loud, I think.
Yeah. It's
pretty
not the
kick-ass
circle.
song.
It's just him and Michael Anthony with those guys. Yeah.
And the guys from Nicole, the drummer.
Oh wow,
Billy Duffy.
Billy Duffy,
Billy Duffy, the guitarist and the drummer.
Billy Duffy,
Matt
and-
Storm.
Storm.
Great guys.
Yep.
Yeah. And it was a kick-ass song. It
Oh
really was.
shit,
He's
It's
doing
called
great
Louder?
stuff. Whenever I see his age and I go, oh man. I mean, I think I might be speaking out of turn, but I think he's like 75, 76.
he's out
Something
there.
like that.
74, maybe. I don't know.
Something like
I mean,
that.
it must be the beach and tequila.
I don't
Tequila.
know, man.
I mean, because that's all he does,
Yeah.
right?
It's
It
like I
kills
said
whatever
earlier.
it kills the germs
Exactly.
inside of him.
Yeah.
The alcohol kills it all going down, and keeps him smooth.
It's like I said
It's
earlier.
all
I
that
saw
coconut.
Dead Daisies and
Yeah.
Glenn Hughes. Glenn Hughes is like 74, and he sounds amazing. And he did every drug known to man back in the 70s through the 80s.
I know that's wild to see that he still sounds so fucking
he looks
good.
great. He sounds amazing.
Yeah, amazing. He's a party animal right there. Party machine that has made it, you know. He's the Kevin DeBro that made it, you know, basically.
Exactly, yeah.
Melissa brought up a good one, Paul Rogers. You know, he's another one that sounds great.
Still sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
to this
that's the
day.
stuff that
What's
kills
up, Melissa?
That's what kills the excuses when people
This is my show. Cool one right there.
Yeah, people are looking at Vince Neil and a lot of other singers, and I'm not going to trash him. I mean, his band plays a great show, whatever. But when people throw the excuses around, it's like, what is he, 61? What is it? Like, Sammy Hagar could be his dad, and he's fucking killing it every night.
Right. It's because you didn't take care.
Right.
You take care of yourself, you pay the price. Now you got to deal with it. All right.
And I don't buy these singers that say, I'll say one more point. I don't buy these singers that say, you know, hey, well, you, because I've had them on my show, and I'm not going to say any names, but they're like, I'm like, well, what's your rehearsals? You know, like, because, and I've sang in bands, and I've been a front man, and I like to sing. And I, you know, one thing that I'm saying that in my life, my voice has gotten stronger as I've gotten older. I've learned to hit more vibrato, more range, more sustain, higher notes. I've learned to sing from the top of my head, you know, to be able to get those head highs, whatever. I've learned new techniques and stuff. And I'm like, it's all there if you want to learn it. And these guys come on and talk about, oh, I never sing, Rich. Oh, no. You know, and I'm like, bullshit. How the fuck can you do that? Because if you don't talk, you're going to have cobwebs all in your pipes. You're going to be raspy as hell, you know. It's like, you know, you haven't talked. I'm sorry. Your voice gets stronger. The more you exercise your vocal cords, the more you use them, the tighter, the stronger, the more they sustain. So I don't buy that bullshit one bit. And that's all I want to say.
Right there. What's up, Tony?
Well, we have no guest here that we have to kiss ass for, and we can say what we truly mean. I don't buy it one time a guest has come on and told me that. And I will not name names, but I do not buy that.
Okay, Dio, Facebook user, what's up, Tony Dio Leonard? That's James Jones. Hey, James.
James.
What's up, James?
Okay, now let's get to the part where everybody's wanting this part. I figure we get everything out of the way and then go for our top two releases of the year. Your absolute two favorite records of the. I've got two, but I'm going to throw in a third just for. You could do an honorable mention.
Yeah.
I figure we get this done by 9:30, and so this gives us a half an hour to go through it.
Oh God!
So I know did Guar release a new album this year, Kimmy? Right?
Nope. They're they're still pimping the 30th anniversary of Scum Dogs.
Right.
That's what the tour is. So
well, I didn't know what you were going to say. If Guar didn't release a new album, then I don't know who the heck you're going to say. So let's start with you. I'm interested to hear what your two.
Okay. So, Chevelle's album, Nefardus.
Yeah. Nice.
Amazing. I mean, I was a little at first. I was kind of disappointed. I thought, God, you know, and then like the second song, I was like, man, I'm a dumbass. It's Chevelle. I mean, and they're just the two brothers. They're just amazing humans too. So, I would say that's definitely number one.
It's a plus. It does matter.
And you know what? I can't really tell you. There's not. Okay, Buck Cherry, their new album.
Yeah, it's
I haven't heard that one
killer.
yet.
It's killer.
Oh my God,
it's really
like,
good. It's killer.
I'm so proud of those guys. That's the thing. Like how
it's
Josh
some of their
Hahn,
best work, man. It's some of their best fucking work. It's right in your face. It's
really?
fucking Buck Cherry. Right. Oh yeah.
I mean,
they're not having to say fuck every word this time either. You know, not every song has the word fuck in it. You know, remember that album?
Right.
Got a great album though, but still, like,
I was just
shit,
like,
these men has balls.
I'm done.
Yeah, they have balls. Great mention though. Great
it's
mention.
you know, and I mean, it's not like probably Grammy award winning, you know, to some people, but man,
who cares?
I followed them
Fuck
since
the Grammys.
Since day one. They could have fallen apart, like I don't know, like Wes Scanlon. I'm just gonna say they could have.
Yeah.
But Josh Todd brought himself back from the brink.
He
you know,
did. That first album came out. I was like, these guys. That first album came out like the tail end of the '90s, and I was like,
yeah, they had
these guys could save rock and roll with that first record with Lit Up.
Yeah.
And I saw them play a couple times in front of like nobody in clubs. And, you know, they did that second record and they kind of just went away. And then
Yep.
He did a solo record, and then he comes back with an independently released album that had Crazy Bitch on it, and lo and behold, it became a hit, and new life was breathed into that band that we thought was dead.
I mean,
Great
had
history.
a thriving career ever since.
I may be wrong on the year, but I think it was the Buck Cherry and the Darkness came out, and I was like, hell yeah for rock and roll. And then
And where's the Darkness?
Darkness was early 2000s. When
all right.
It was
that
like
first Darkness record is one of my all-time favorite rock albums.
Yeah, they had a
good
lot of
album,
success.
man.
And they never followed it up. They've done nothing.
Never.
They did a new one like a year ago, and it was
it sucked.
Yeah.
I didn't think
I mean,
it sucked,
I believe in a thing called
Well,
love.
it was, yeah. I mean, it just didn't blow your mind.
And that happens a lot.
It didn't hook you.
You
know?
give me.
I don't know if it got new fans. I don't think it got new fans. Yeah, I don't think it got new fans.
I believe in a thing called love was my wedding song as we were walking back down the aisle.
And you got divorced when? Then?
Oh, dude! Not only that, not even divorced. Our wedding march was Queen from Flash Gordon doing the wedding march.
Nice.
I got her to do that, and then we left to the darkness.
Aw.
Nice.
14 years, baby.
There you go. Doing something right.
Or wrong.
Never. 14 years, you can't do nothing wrong. Jeff, since you're talking, what's your two faves of the year?
All right, here's the couple biggies. Not everybody's gonna think this is awesome, but Royal Blood.
I love them.
I love them, man. A bass player and a drummer.
I like them too.
They've got that snarky sound.
So the new record, I like it, but I like the song, like a couple songs on it, so much more than I like the album. It's another one of those things, but I think that the album, there's a song on it called "Who Needs Friends," and I think it totally fucking rocks. And I'm really digging Royal Blood. They're coming to DC, and I was so excited. They're coming overseas, but they're playing at a club, and I'm like, they're playing at a club I know they're going to oversell, and I'm going to be sitting here like this with my feet leaving the ground because there's so many people there, and that's just not my shit anymore. Like, if I want to be in a pit, I'll go be in a pit, but I don't want to be like that at the bar.
Right, exactly.
Get to the club and go.
We're not 25 anymore. Fuck, you know? I mean, shit.
For yourself.
Okay. The next one.
Hey.
The next one is
where are they playing at in DC?
930 Club.
Oh, okay. That's pretty big.
Yeah, but I mean, they could probably play they could probably play like, the anthem or something like that. Yeah. The other one is heavy goth. The band is called the Neuro Farm, and the album is called Vampire. And if you're into goth at all, like heavy guitar, heavy goth, there's a violin even in it. It's really cool for goth music. What
was the name again?
They are called the Neuro Farm.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
And again, I'm going to bring up my man Santa Christ.
Here we go again with that.
I know, and especially since now I know that you like war. I know you
on
like
the 12th
war.
day of Christmas, Santa brought to me.
That's right. If you like war, you'll definitely like this.
Santa
I'm just
Christ.
really sad that you told me he died.
I know, but don't even think about that when you listen to it.
Then why
Is it like murder, satanic music, or let everybody know because the name's gonna throw people off. Santa Christ. Is it deviltry or what?
No, it's Mr. Bungle.
Okay,
Mr.
So
Bungle,
punk, rock,
Green Jello,
fuck
Rob Zombie, Gwar, that kind of
sweet.
shit.
Okay, good.
That
Thank you,
and
sir.
Everybody go listen to Locomotive by American Jet Set.
Bang.
Fuck yeah.
Get
right on the train tonight, baby.
Tony Dio, give me two and an honorable mention. I'm sure you've got four sitting there, but
hey, give us all four, fucking Tony. I want to hear it, dude. For real, why not?
Right. So he just mentioned.
You've already fucking heard mine, so what the fuck? Take my time, brother. I pass it to Tony.
Goth music. I really got into these guys this year. This new album it's called Strength by a band called Unto Others.
Yeah,
they're from
I've heard of them.
Oregon, I believe. I saw these guys in 2019. They were touring with King Diamond, and they played Baltimore with King Diamond, and they were just great. They've got this
Where was that show?
That was at the Opera House there in Baltimore. But at that time, they were called Idle Hands was the name of the band, and they were on an independent release, independent label. They got picked up by Roadrunner, and they had to change their name because they found out it was another band called Idle Hands, so they changed it to Unto Others. And
that's always wonderful when you find that shit out.
It's like just go online and look at the list.
Especially you just did a tour with King Diamond. You built your name up. People know you. They know Idle Hands, and now you got to change your name.
Yeah,
that sucks. But they come out with a really, really good record. It's kind of gothy. It's metal. It's goth. It's kind of like Paradise Lost a little bit. The band from Europe, Paradise Lost. It kind of reminds me of some of their stuff. The singer. He has kind of a Jim Morrison presence. When I saw him with King Diamond, now he's playing guitar. I just saw him a couple weeks ago. They played in North Carolina, and I saw him, and he's playing guitar in front of the band now. And so they've got this kind of glammy goth look, if you can imagine that. And but they sound great. His
kind of Motley Crue, so to say.
Would you say his vocals are kind of like I said, a little Jim Morrison, a little Peter Murphy, I might say.
Yeah.
Little Peter Steele, because it's got a little bit of a typo negative. Really, really great band though. Check these guys out. I don't know if you can really see this. And so
hold on one second. I'll be right back. I want everybody to know I'll be right back. Hold on one second, everybody. I'm sorry, I apologize. But,
my second favorite.
Yes, I do. Thank you.
KK.
Anybody want to come shake it? Notice the hat. Notice the hat. Booty Hunter. Booty Hunter. Wow.
I knew you were going to say KK's Priest.
I like it.
This is a band that I saw a couple of videos before the album came out. I was like, oh, this is cool. Because I always liked the Ripper Owens era of Judas Priest. And which I love Judas Priest. They're one of my all-time favorite bands. And but I love the Ripper stuff that he did. And I didn't really know what to expect from this other than it was probably going to sound like Ripper era Priest. And it does. It really does. But there's some great songs on this album. It's called Sermons of the Sinner. It's just a good album. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's hard driving. It's power metal meets the traditional Judas Priest sound, but it's more in the line. When I say traditional Judas Priest, it's more in line with Painkiller than it is with
absolutely
Stained Glass.
Totally Painkiller.
It's more of the speed metal Judas Priest, but it's still got that classic sound, and KK's just, sounds amazing on here, man. It's still ripping leads and just some really tasty guitar work on here.
Yeah.
I think
like I said, honorable mentions. Stone Whiskey.
Stone Whiskey.
Boom. Just getting to see them. They're playing Raleigh in a couple weeks. Getting to see them. So just love them. Good bunch of guys, and just did a great rock and roll album. And I mentioned earlier that the Nestor album is one of my favorites of the year as well. There's been a lot of really good stuff that's come out this year. It's been so many bands have been so creative. When you didn't have time to tour in 2020, they wrote a lot of good music. One more band I just wanted to mention really fast. Some local guys from North Carolina. I just got this last week. They're getting ready to have their CD release party in a couple weeks. They're called Mega Colossus.
I got
great band, just a good heavy metal band, and they did a Kickstarter campaign for their newest album, and they're waiting for their CDs. I think they got their CDs now, and they're waiting for the vinyl to show up. I think there's a delay in the vinyl. But those guys sound great. They're traditional heavy metal, a lot of crazy guitar leads. I mean, they got two killer guitar players, and they're just doing some crazy leads on there. And the vocalist, Sean, he has a very unique voice for a heavy metal band. I mean, you can say he's kind of a power metal singer, but I always thought he kind of sounds like Mark Mothersbaugh from Devo. And I'm a huge Devo fan.
Devo!
And it works in this band. It's really cool.
Did you just say Devo?
I did.
Devo!
Wow, cool.
Devo. And,
Mark Mothersbaugh.
Great. And Sean's got more range than that, but sometimes his vocal, I was trying to think, who does he sound like? And I go, Mark Mothersbaugh. Some of the things he says just sounds a lot like some of the stuff I've heard in Devo. But a great band,
Awesome.
Mega Colossus. Check them out. That's been in my rotation in my car here for the last week, every day.
That's fucking great, man. I love it.
So,
oh shit.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Good.
It's a really good
2021
one.
was a great year for music. There's just tons of great stuff.
Yeah, so many great bands out there. That's the thing.
That KK's, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I was even listening to it up until yesterday because I wanted to mention it. I was like, I so want, because when that was coming out, I knew because he's got Ripper with him. I'm like, this is gonna be Painkiller. This is gonna be that type of Judas Priest, which that Judas Priest is not my favorite at all. I mean, I was
There's only one Judas Priest.
That they could go back and maybe KK would say, okay, maybe Halford was the guy that led Priest in that direction, and maybe if you bring KK over here, maybe he'll bring like British Steel back and
I was kind of hoping that as well.
Right, and it didn't happen, and I was kind of let down. I'm like, but I love KK so much, and I love everything he does. And this album is just not doing it for me. It's not like I'm not revisiting it like constantly. It's going to click. It's got to click because I'm not going to not let it click with me. But it's just right now, I'm not salivating over it.
When he put the band together, he had Les Binks on drums too. So that's why I was thinking that's going to go back to the stained glass sound.
Right.
Les is a powerful drummer, but he doesn't play that Scott Travis style either.
Right.
That's what the guy plays, whoever the drummer is on this new record. I can't remember his name, but he's got that Scott Travis style. So it's more, speed metal. But then they do slow down, and they've got some riff-oriented songs on it as well. And like I said, I was not expecting to like it as much as I did. And it's I just kept listening to it. It's like, wow, this is really good.
I mean, it's only been out for about a month and a half.
Couple of months,
released in October. So it's still got time to grow on me. And, there's been bands that, first listen, I don't get it. Eclipse is one of them that at first listen, I didn't get it. I'm like, what the fuck? This kind of sucks. And when I had Eric Martinson on, I told him straight up, I said, the first few times I listened to your record, I hated it. And I said,
wow.
You
actually said that to him?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like,
wow.
I couldn't get past the first song. And then I'm like, okay, then I listened to it again. I'm
sure he appreciated it, though. I'm sure he loved that. Did he like it?
Yeah. He's like, I love your honesty. And, some people, sometimes it takes you a couple times.
Was that their new?
No, that was Monumentum.
Yeah.
First listened, that was my first exposure to Eclipse because they were going to be on the Monsters of Rock cruise.
Right.
So, and I make it a point that if I'm going to see a show or going to Monsters of Rock, I want to check out a band. And
those guys
are great.
Those guys have got some good albums. If you haven't heard
Bleeding Scream is fantastic.
That's the best album. Love it.
But I mean, and I told him, I said, after the third listen, I said, my God, Monumentum, I got it. And it was like right then. And then I went back to Armageddon Eyes, loved it. Went back to Bleeding Scream, loved it. I know before that, and he even agreed. He goes, well, that's not our best work. Don't go back that far. But then, Paradigm, I didn't really get. But now Wired.
I want to ask a question. I want to ask a question if I can. Who was the first European band you guys ever got into outside of Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, the big mainstays, like all that, like that, those type bands, the new wave of British heavy metal. For me, it was Hardcore Superstar. I mean, just when they came out to me, they just for hard rock at least, they just brought it to me. Like,
and that might be it.
You mean
to me, they were just they were so hymnal, and bringing across that Europe sound to me, they were so gospeletic and spreading that word that, hey, here's Europe, we're on the map, motherfuckers, and boom.
All that the melodic metal stuff that's coming out of Europe has been coming out.
Oh, it's always been
the
there.
90s.
Yeah. Oh, God.
When that stuff was dead in the U.S., it was happening. What do you mean? He had
look at Saxon, I mean, my God.
Stradivarius,
Stradivarius,
exactly.
Primal Fear, all those bands like that. But they had all these bands that were coming out like Dream Evil and
Evil.
They had they're just complete melodic hard rock bands and stuff,
And now it's like a spotlight is showing on. You got One Desire, you got Heat, you got all these bands.
Frontiers cranks out a lot of stuff, and I like a lot of stuff on Frontiers, but a lot of it's starting to sound the same.
Agreed.
They use the same production team on a lot of their
right.
stuff.
It's quit like making the same records with 8 bands. You know,
make. But I like a lot of that stuff. You know,
right?
Oh, I do. I agree.
You know, I'm digging like you got Bloody Heels.
Bloody
don't oversaturate the market.
Hey,
don't oversaturate the market with the same thing.
Have you guys heard? How about Temple Balls? Those guys
are fantastic.
Who the fuck says?
Oh my god!
Who's that?
That song, Bad, Bad, Bad. I mean, could you imagine if Lady Gaga recorded that? I mean, it'd probably be a massive hit.
Don't say that. Now she's going to
my god.
You know? It sounds like a Lady Gaga song that someone metalized.
I do love Lady Gaga. I'm sorry, but Lady Gaga, she got a voice. I love her. Send me a hate mail to MikeMataraco@yahoo.com.
She's sexy. She does a great job. Some of her videos early on,
she is fantastic.
She absolutely is a great entertainer.
Metal, but
so
she
that's
knows
what it's about.
You know, maybe she'll do a
I'm not going to say I didn't look at her shake it once or twice. I mean, my God, those early videos, like, holy shit. Woo.
This is a family program, Rick.
Dude, I wouldn't have bit my arm off. I would have let her, I wouldn't have bit my arm off if I woke up next to that. That's for damn sure. Oh, my God.
Well, I would have hoped you would.
No, I'd probably hit that shit again. I mean, never mind.
I'm not gonna say too much because my wife's out there listening.
Yeah, make sure the door's locked.
I don't think she's sexy one bit, Carrie.
Yeah,
I think you are sexy, Carrie.
That's right. Mike, it's awesome. It's awesome that you're fucking married, brother. Mad respect for that dude to have a woman. Every good man has a great woman behind him. And fucking,
she's got a good man. Okay, I want to know his fucking name.
Wait,
kill him. She's not allowed to have a good man. Me.
Well, that's who we're talking about. Damn it, man. Fucking A. Yeah, you, man, you. But you're fucking badass, brother.
Hey, there she is.
I fucking like it. I like it. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Hi,
I like it.
Fucking nailed me.
There you go.
Nailed me.
So.
All right. You said you don't. You already mentioned your two, Rich.
Oh God, yeah, I've got 3 to say. I mean, like I said, Mordred. I just that whole thing. Their album just coming out. I mean, it's like I discovered them, and to me, it was like just something so badass and so fresh. The Dark Parade is the name of their album. It's fucking badass. And then I guess if you have to go. I mean, just the way it goes. I mean, I've always I've always been. I'll never forget one thing. My kid's mom, she came out one time. She came out to see me, and she came out to see my band, and I had it in Solitary Blue. And she said, yeah, I thought you'd just be another thrash metal band, And I'm like, okay. And then we, did some stuff, or like another hard rock band, or whatever the fuck she said, something like that. But we did. We always had that love for thrash and hard rock. I've always had it. I've always had it. And it's kind of like both equally. So Mordred kind of, to me, captures that. Like they said, a Rage Against the Machine before Rage Against the Machine. In a way, yes, but only better. In a more metal way, I guess, that you feel more purist as a metalhead. I wouldn't say it's better than Rage Against the Machine. I mean, I wouldn't want to compare it like that. But I mean, if you're more of a metalhead, if Rage Against the Machine is too rappy for you, then you're going to like Mordred that much better. Yeah. You're going to like them that much better. The second thing I would say, as far as if you want to go hard rock, my boys from Kickin' Valentina, just to see them bounce back and to see them come back. I mean, to me, it's been the hard rock album of the year, just to see them go from Joe, from everything that happened there with them. And God bless Joe. I'm not trying to sit here and talk bad about him or his demons or whatever's going on with him. I mean, I have no hate or ill will towards him. The band even came out and said that stuff. They were very cool about stuff, I mean, maybe there was a little bit of spew. I don't give a fuck about any of that. That doesn't matter. I appreciate Joe, what he did, and I'm glad to see him with DK. Just rebound and punch us right in the fucking teeth and release it right there in January. Bring out a fucking video. And boom. And then the next thing after that would be the RJXL band, Russell Jenkins XL. There's just so much great guitar work on that right there. It's, Bad Whiskey's the name of the album. They've actually blocked them on social media and Facebook from even be able to do their album sales and stuff because the name Bad Whiskey. Like, What the fuck? And that really
my
was a
God,
drag.
dude.
And I said, you know what? I'm going to support these guys. And when you listen to the album, it grows on you day after day. It's like
Like a
13
nice
fucking
fungus.
songs. Yeah, exactly. And it's like 13 fucking tracks of badassness. It's amazing. And like I said, and to fucking hear Russell Jenkins out there, he still got it. He was with
think,
CJSS back there. He's a great guy, a wonderful human, and you can't do anything but root for that band.
Melissa
And I
Sherman
fucking love it.
earlier said that band. Yeah, she
Yeah,
was all about
it's
that.
great. That album's badass. Like I said, it really is. It's kind of like blue jean rock and roll, blue jean T-shirt. You know, ACD stripped down, but yet it's not ACDC or anything like that. But yet it's
That's
in
still
your
rock and
face.
roll,
It's
isn't it?
it's feeling. Yeah, it's feeling, baby. You feel.
Feeling.
I mean, yeah. I mean, feel, baby. Come on.
There it is.
Check them out there. RJXL band out there. Fucking check them out. And they're
Alright.
great. Kicking Valentini, you already know, but check them out.
Alright.
For real, you'll dig it. It's cool. It's
Yeah.
Saturday morning. It's Saturday morning, Sunday morning. Crank the windows up. The whole neighborhood's going to love it. You know, it's not like it's just you're a metalhead.
Not my
Or
neighborhood.
it's just the whole neighborhood's going to dig it. It brings people together. It's rock and fucking roll.
Absolutely.
It's good. It's fucking good.
Okay, there was a couple that were mentioned that I was going to put in, but I'm glad I didn't because I tried to come back from what I thought might be because I had like 4, you know, and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So now I have 3, right? 1, 2, 3. I have
You can
3.
tell us the one you eliminated too to really make it 4. Come on.
I
you gotta fucking do
eliminated-
it, Mike.
Put them
Come
off the
on.
island. They don't get a road.
Who'd you eliminate?
I eliminated
Who'd you
KK's
eliminate?
KK's Priest because I couldn't get into it, but I wanted to. I mean, I kept listening to it to try and get into it and say, okay,
Wow.
I got it now. Now I can fucking say I love it. But, you know, I had to eliminate that one.
Fucking A.
What?
Cool. Thank you for telling us.
What?
It was just, and Nestor. I didn't bring that up because I'm jamming on them right now. And I'm
Yeah,
loving
I
them,
want to check
but
them
I'm
out.
glad you got to check them out. They're really good.
I
Watch the
fucking
video.
want to. You said it's
Yes,
sleazy, it's
yes.
badass. I fucking want to
No,
see
it's-
it.
No, it's more like
It's more melodic.
Survivor. Or
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
well, can't go wrong there.
Who was the
Yeah.
sleazy band you were talking about earlier? You said that was real.
Jet
Oh, that's
Set.
American Jet Set. Okay,
Jet
yeah,
Set.
American. Okay, my bad.
Jet
I
Set.
can't wait to hear it. I fucking
I
can't
heard they're
wait.
Now,
Oh yeah, send me that music, brother, please.
in February, there was an album release, and you know, it kind of went without any fanfare. Nobody really talked about it. Nobody really said
Wow.
anything about it because this guy is known for his work with others. I mean, now once I start saying the bands that he works with, you're going to know exactly who I'm talking about.
Spell it.
He's known for being in Whitesnake. He's known for being with Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Oh,
He's
wow.
known
Jeff
for
Scott
other stuff.
Soto?
No, Joel Huckstra.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's what I was
He
thinking.
Fucking
released,
amazing
That's like
he
guitar.
released his new
Amazing.
album, Running Games. He's got fucking Russell Allen on there. He's got Jeff Scott Soto singing
Fuck
backup. He's
That's
got
what I-
freaking
Wow. Holy shit.
Vinny Appice's playing drums.
Oh,
you got
Holy
freaking
shit. God, I
Carmen,
got
get
this
Carmen
record.
in there too.
Tony Franklin. I mean, he's got a cast of characters. And okay,
Yeah.
his
Yes.
first.
Tony Franklin's a monster on bass, man.
I'm
Good
telling
God.
ya.
Oh, he's sick,
It-
dude.
it
He
was like-
is.
I listened
He's
to the
it's
first
amazing.
signal.
He doesn't look like he would be, but yet he is
No.
a killer. I mean, he doesn't look like you don't think he fits that rock and roll. I mean, like you don't think he fits that monster basis when you look at him. He's a little dude, and he kills it,
He's a
man.
little dude.
Right.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Oh.
You'd love to. you know.
he's and Joel,
Yeah.
you know, he's with Whitesnake, he's with Trans-Siberian Orchestra, so he's known as being a supporting cast member, I guess you could say. But with this album,
Yeah.
with this first album, it was there. I mean, it was good, it was
He's a
cool.
monster.
But when he released this one, it just was like his songwriting, his lyrical content, everything just went through the roof with me.
Yeah,
I
it's a
couldn't
good record.
believe
It
this
is a good
album.
record.
It really is, and you get
Outstanding.
so many guitarists that are known out there, and you know, but Joel seems to kind of sit in the back and just do great things. And this album was a pleasant surprise for me. It was one of my. I didn't think it was going to be as good because, like I said, the first one was good, but it wasn't phenomenal. But this one to me just took me to the next level, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is a great album. And it's like I said, it was in February. It started the year off right.
It's a goosebump record. It's a goosebump
really
record is what
was.
you describe it. Yeah, you get the goosebumps. Like the chills go up your arm or back of your spine.
Right.
Where you feel like the electricity. You feel it.
Because you didn't expect it. You know, I didn't expect it at all.
Right.
And I hate, you know, I'm one that does not like when new albums are coming out. I fucking hate it because it's almost like I'm going to be disappointed. And I set myself up to be disappointed so that hopefully I'm surprised, but I'm disappointed more often than not.
You lowered your expectations.
Sometimes.
Not for this one. I never lower them. Never. But I'm almost positive every single time it's not going to reach what I want.
Right.
Now, another album that got released probably in March or January. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Tony, because you know. He knows.
Tony does know. He does
But
fucking know.
he
I love
was-
that man already.
This-
Tony, you're hired.
Yeah, he is. He's going to be on my show more often than he wants to
He's
be.
badass. He's badass. Well, I like it. He deserves it.
The show that was one of my aces this year and Tony's, their album has to be in the running too. Too Mean to Die by Accept just is absolutely beast of an album.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it took me by surprise. I didn't think I was going to like it. I listened to it and I just could not stop listening to it. And then when I saw him at M3, unload on M3 and just, I think Tony, you and me were both in M3 going, you watch, Accept's going to own this shit. Accept's going to own, and nobody believed it. And
I think I saw you guys comment and say that. I'm going to be honest. I think I did see that when I look back at it. I think when you guys say watch, one of you did post on social media that they're going to do that. I think one of you did. Maybe it wasn't you two or something. Maybe it was somebody else, but fucking A, bitch.
I wanted to make sure that place was loaded for people to say, okay, I got to check these guys out. And that's our job. You know, it's
they're playing what, you know, pretty much an 80s rock festival. It's more of the melodic, the hair band. I don't really like that term. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that term.
But,
it's stupid.
you know, they play.
Even they hate that
there's
term.
people there that probably don't really know who Accept is.
Exactly.
But when they played Balls to the Walls, everybody knows that Headbangers Ball, you know.
Fuck yeah.
And I believe I looked around and the whole fucking place was rocking out on Balls to the Walls.
Just killing.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's
But
a killer
dude,
tune, dude.
Having a ball.
They were
It's a
all
great riff,
rocking out
man.
because
It's
I was
fucking great
watching around. I'm looking around and I'm like, people are really getting it, and it hadn't even been Balls to the Wall yet.
Man.
They were doing Fast as a Shark. They were doing
Fuck
London
yeah,
Leather
great
Boys,
tune,
and I'm
man.
going,
Fuck
okay,
yeah.
people are getting
They're
into
killer,
it.
man. They're
They are
fucking
very
killer.
But
They're fucking killer.
there's
Are they
one
killer?
album.
Rich? You want to say it one more time just so we know?
One album for me. And you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I am anybody knows me, I'm kind of the 80s big sound kind of guy. I love that shit. That is my thing.
Right on.
And not to
Come on,
take
just tell us.
anything away from any album that came out this year,
Fuck
but
no,
this
I love
one just absolutely crushed it. I couldn't believe that they fucking kept going and they kept their sound and they even expanded on it and crushed it on this album. Fucking Crazy Licks. Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
Album of the year for me.
Really?
They did not let me down. They absolutely took it to the next level.
Band. Fucking love them.
Lyrics are on point. Guitar, the dual guitar they got going on is absolutely phenomenal right now. The drumming, I can't say enough about this album. Not one song on that album sucks.
The videos.
The videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That video that they did for what is it? Anthem for America.
Anthem.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome.
It's a great song.
Dude,
I just got that, Mike. I just got it last week, and I've been listening to it a little bit. It just I had that Mega Colossus in my player, and it's just but I have listened to the Crazy Licks a couple times, and I was going, you know, when they first came out, they were more sleaze rock, and it seems like this album
way
is
back
more
when
melodic rock.
It is.
Yeah, I like it.
it's got a little bit more growth, but not where they didn't grow away from their sound like a lot of bands do. They grow and they grow away from their sound. They leave you in the dirt, and you're like, Metallica, Fuel, or whatever. They went and left their sound. They kind of created a new sound. Not saying it's bad because I dig it, but it wasn't Ride the Lightning no more. They just left that in the dirt, and exactly.
Hell, fuck no, exactly.
But it was that's like
one of a kind.
Yeah, it's. I'm getting more into the European bands, like Eclipse, like Crazy Licks, One Desire.
Fucking, it's a rabbit hole. You're gonna get
it really is, and you go down it, and you just.
It's great though, but it's great. Yeah, but it's great that there's a lot, and it's not like as much as you think. Like, cause Sweden, they have a problem where they have so many bands, they don't have enough places to play. In Sweden, I mean, honestly, because you got Stockholm, but up north you have the countryside. But Stockholm, they only have 3-4 places to play maybe for rock and roll, and then you have all these 30 fucking bands. But they're a ferry ride from Denmark or Germany or whatever. So when you can do that shit, or Norway, you can just go, hey, So I mean, damn, I'd love to be over there and catch some of that shit, man. Fuck.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. For at least like a month, my God, I don't even know. I mean, my God, I don't even know if I'd want to come back, dude.
Right, dude. I know damn well I wouldn't want to come back. I just I love what's going on over there.
Yeah.
And, America's got to catch up. We have a lot of great bands, but we don't have the people that support
exactly.
You have to get off your couch and support.
They want to watch reality TV. They want to watch scripted TV. They want to see They want to watch people piss the news at each other. Two sides fight and call it. I mean, give me a break, dude. They're going to be doing this for years. They've been doing it since a little boy. It never stops. The only way it stops is when you turn that shit off.
Shut that shit off.
Exactly.
Put on
and you
some
live.
music,
And you
let's
live.
go out to the venue.
Absolutely.
Get out
That's
to the
when
clubs.
It stops.
And bam, then you're gonna,
we all got
clear
what we
your
believe.
mind.
We know right. We know what we believe. We know right. We know we want to be kind to one another, man. Just fucking do that shit. What the fuck?
And let's go out here and enjoy some music. Go see Tony at
and
Raleigh, and go travel to Raleigh and see Tony, and hang out with him a little bit. And go travel to this, and go hang out with that. I travel to more cities just because I want to get out and life is getting depressing just from a news standpoint. So you got to get away from that and go live your life.
Amen.
The world's going to happen as it's going to happen.
Amen.
There's nothing we can fucking do about it. So we
take
just
your
gotta
vitamins and live your life.
Live your life. Exactly.
Live
get out there and live.
Yep. You don't have to have somebody decide it for you. You live your life. Just fucking do you.
Right. I'm not going to let the newscasters.
Everybody respect that. Yeah, exactly. Everybody respect that. I mean, I think it's common. I mean, everybody should just respect that, man. Fuck it. I don't care. How people feel, how they voted, man. Fuck it. We can find a way to live, love, laugh, and rock. Fuck. Life's too short, man, for this bullshit. And depression, they want to spin us into it, because they want to probably give us a fucking drug for it, so they can keep us nailed down on a monthly cost. Because look at the pharmaceutical industry. I mean, my God, they skyrocket, don't they? I mean, it's bigger than football, bitch. It's bigger than football. And football's trying to get to $26 billion a year. So think about that for a minute. It's bigger than that, like 8 times bigger. Holy shit!
Right. That's just
love one another, people, no matter what.
And I hope we all helped people out there to find some new music. I mean, we got 5 different personalities here, but basically we all know we love rock and roll.
Damn right.
So if you wrote anything down, if you go back and listen to this again, write them down, check them out, go find some new music, go find some. Go support them. Buy them, except for Nestor, you can't buy.
It's so easy to find new music. Someone says, "Hey, check out this band. Just go look them up online. There's going to be something."
Exactly.
Right.
It's not like when we grew up and we had to go actually buy the record, take a chance on it, which is nothing wrong with that. I discovered a lot of great stuff.
I like artwork.
From the cover, yeah.
From the cover.
Had to wait a month. Had to wait a month for the new Metal Edge magazine or Hit Parader to come in the mail.
Metal Hammer.
Remember those? Remember those days? Remember
Right.
that? Getting a new Hit Parader. Oh my God, dude! We'd stop the fucking world. We might not even go to school if the mailman came before. We'd sit there and read that fucking.
To get an issue of Hit Parader.
Fuck yeah!
Exactly.
Damn right. Exactly, Tony. Fucking exactly. I love you for that, bro. You fucking rock. You fucking rule. All of you I love.
Both ways.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, right. I remember seeing Wasp for the first time.
Wasp? Oh my God.
Yeah. Seeing them in Circus Magazine for the first time, I was like,
holy shit.
Piper had that shit on him. And,
blood spewing everywhere.
Chris just looking like Chris and Black.
Yeah, I went out.
Like,
blood pouring out.
I went out and bought the album because I was like, I think I like these guys. I bought the album. I was like, I think I love these guys. But yeah, it was all look. We had to take chances, and there's some shit I bought that I was like, here, fuck this. But
that was really fun though.
It was fun.
It was fun times.
It's fun again. We're discovering new shit again.
It was.
We
got on the radio. We got to call into the radio shows. We got to request music. We got to have a top 40. Top 40 was everything back then. It'd be a top 40 countdown, like maybe our top 40 bands in rock. But rock and roll radio was fun, and it wasn't just one person. There was multiple personalities. It was just everybody coming together as a community and fucking living. I want to see us get back to there. That's where I want to see us get back.
Jeff Jungie. I think I said your name right. Metal music is still the universal language.
Amen.
He's a friend of mine. Yeah, he's all about music.
Yeah,
that is an absolute
the universal language, baby.
It really is. I mean, so
you can go to an Iron Maiden concert in Brazil, and everybody's going nuts. You might not be able to communicate with the guy standing next to you, but when Iron Maiden starts, you guys are just.
Brothers,
you're having a ball. Your brothers
in metal.
Brothers?
I was in one of the most conservative cities. I never lived there, but I was traveling, and we just happened to have Iron Maiden and Ghost tickets. And of course, we skipped Ghost because I too do not like Ghost. But we were there, and that place could only seat like 25,000. It was like a lot, and it was completely packed. Maybe 25,000 in Salt Lake City, of all conservative places. Iron fucking Maiden.
They love their metal.
They love them. I mean, they love Iron Maiden apparently, but fucking name in the backdrop with the moon and the sun. Oh my God. It was beautiful. And I had a great time there with let me tell you, it was a wonderful fucking show. Bruce killed it, and it was a legacy tour, bro. He does. He's fucking God to me. He's a God to me. I mean, he's got powers that we just cannot possess as normal men.
Man crush.
Maybe.
It's okay. No judgment. What do you got here?
Oh, totally in a non-gay way, all right. Damn it.
Non-gay.
She was having booty hunter, damn it.
There you go.
Fuck yeah, dude. Come on, baby.
Wow. Say something quick,
I could probably get lost in your room, Tony.
Right? You probably fucking can, man. No shit. Anyway,
get lost in that room.
Anybody say whatever the fuck you want. I'm glad to be here. I just want to say this. I am so grateful. Mike, thank you so fucking much for letting me be here, man. Thank you. God bless you, man. This has been fun. I had a blast tonight. I want to do this again soon. I want to do this again soon with you folks. I mean, I had a great time, but I want to do this again soon. Yes, you fucking rockers and rockettes, fucking A, let's fucking do let's put our balls out and let's go to the wall, baby. Come on.
I bet mine are bigger than yours.
I like it.
Rest of the
Damn
wild.
right. Let's fucking balls to the wallet. That's what we talked about except tonight, man. Fuck. And everybody's been talking about how badass they are. I mean, how underrated of a band they've been for years. And then they go out and you see them live and they totally fucking kill it. The crowd goes wild. Balls to the wall is fucking crazy. I mean, by God, it's fucking awesome. I fucking love it, dude. So, fuck yeah. I'm glad to be here. Mike, you are the host. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Everybody rocking with B-Rock. You better give it a fucking follow. You better give it a like. You better watch this fucking show. And you better fucking do it.
You're not my real band.
You better fucking do it or I'm gonna be pissed off at you and I'll boot you out of my shit. Come on.
Really?
Fucking do it. Right on. Well, he's cool, man. I thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. And lady, too.
I'm no lady.
I shut up now. Oh, damn it, what do you want me to say? Come
Funko Eddie's.
It's nothing.
Well, thank you guys all for being here, man. And like I said,
Yes.
you all have an open
Thanks for having us,
invitation
Mike.
anytime,
For sure.
and I'll reach out again.
I love
for another show because I think I'm gonna do more shows like this.
This
like
is
a
great.
panel.
Yeah,
great.
panel or a couple
I had
people
fun.
just sitting around bullshitting about
I
stuff.
loved
Or maybe a new album comes out. We sit around and discuss their catalog.
Shit, we didn't even get to sports yet. We can even go to sports, man. Fucking
Hey.
Well, you're gonna have Spread Eagle on at the end of this
Right.
year.
Yes, we will have Spread Eagle on by the end of the year.
I think
somebody said what?
Wait,
you had my attention at Spread Eagle. What?
Spread
Yeah.
Eagle, the band.
Oh my God! Yes, I love
Ray
them.
West,
Ray West is
DeLuca.
great. What an
Ray.
underrated singer right there. Ray, so powerful. My God.
Oh, I know.
He is. Yes, he's coming back. We're gonna work on his solo stuff, and then
Fuck yeah.
Spread Eagle, they're gonna be finishing the album soon, so we're hoping that early spring, and then
I love
touring.
them. One of my favorite bands of all time. Underrated.
Oh,
Yeah, under the radar, kind of. But, 1989, my God, they put out a great fucking record that just, oh, my God.
Their
Back
label
on the
just dropped the
bitch.
ball.
What?
Never, I know, right?
Oh, my God. Back on the bitch. I opened up the show with that so many times. I mean, just for me, it's like, like for real, if I did, back when I did Wednesdays, Thursdays, Thursday night used to always be back on the bitch. You know what I mean? Like I said, it just was so right. It was right in your fucking face. It said everything you needed. Back on the bitch. Come on, baby. Wow. You know what I mean? Fuck.
Well, they're going to be like Rob DeLuca, who plays bass for Sabbath.
He's
and
great.
UFO, he's also for Spread Eagle, and he said that 2022 is definitely going to be their year.
Fuck yeah. I can't wait. Fuck yeah. I want that sleazy record, that follow up to 89, baby. Come on.
He's watching, so say hi, right?
I want it, Ray. Hey, Ray. He's one of my favorite vocals. For real, he's badass. For real, I swear to God, I always love Ray West.
He doesn't.
He's
believe
amazing.
Me when I say
he's amazing. Well, he's great. He's absolutely amazing. He's got spirit. He's got passion. He's put you right in the middle of the song. His vocals are right there in your face. You feel them. Like some vocals, they come from behind you. Ray's always put his front and center, and I dig that when frontmen can do that. He's in your face. He's got the swagger, baby. He's got the swagger, and he brings it. And fuck
he's a
yeah.
good dude. I had him on the show probably, 2 months ago I had him on.
Yep, yeah, I think so.
It's an absolute gem to have on the show.
He is. He's a great man. I mean, from all accounts that I've known from him, he's a great man. Yep. But I fucking love, my God, you can call it raunchy, you can call it sleaze, you can call it whatever you want, but man, when they put out their fucking record, it's fucking great. They scratch like a cat, God damn it.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking hey, let's go. Come on, baby. I mean, for real. For real. Let's fucking do it. I love that band, dude. That fucking man, I've gotten laid to that fucking album I don't know how many times, dude. I gotta thank him. I'll shake his fucking hand, dude. I'm like, holy shit. It gets him in the mood, dude. Like, wow, I'm going to scratch like a fucking cat tonight, baby.
Now, everybody.
You're damn right. It could have been my wife. Yeah, it probably was. But still, I'm not married no more. But still, holy shit, what a great record. Fuck. Ray West. Holy
everybody, head on over
Legend,
to
dude.
Rich Ray's Metal Show. He's going to be going on right after this. I guarantee it.
Facebook.com, Rich Rage. Yes, I am. Facebook.com, Rich Rage Rock Show. I'm on Mixcloud. Check it out. Rich Rage Rock Show. Rich with a Y, not an I, because it's all about, not my favorite place to eat, but all about you.
You.
Wow, baby. Oh, yeah. All about you. But I love all of you, though. Thank you so much. Mike, again, thank you. I'll shut up now, but thank you so much, sir.
Thanks.
All of you.
Thank you. All right, y'all have a good night.
American Jet Set. Fucking, I want the album, dude. I want to spin it. Send me you guys music, whatever. I want to fucking crank it. Send it to me, richragerockshow@gmail.com. All of you out there, fucking send it. I want to spin it. If it rocks, we fucking play it. And we fucking crank it. We're going to support people like Mike and his show. When I'm not on, listen to him. Whatever. I don't care. We're not always on. We're DJs. We have to work. We have lives. So support Mike. Support me. Support all these people. Let's fucking kick ass as a community for fucking rock and roll, people. Come on. I love all you people.
All right.
Bye, guys. Thanks
Take it easy, everybody. Have a good night.
All right. Bye-bye.
Later.
Good night, everybody.
Later. All right, y'all have a good night. I hope you enjoyed it. Got some new music. Thank you to everybody for tuning in, and thank you for everybody being here. Tony Dio Leonard, Rich Rage, Kimmarie Erickson, Jeff Bradford. Thank you all for being here and help me out with this. I had a blast. I hope you had a blast. Plenty of new music to go out there and check out. Absolutely, Jim. Believe me, I took notes too, dude. You know, I knew having these people, these guys on, it was going to be absolutely great. I figure out new music, and like always, I did. So, pay attention to the page because I should have somebody coming up pretty soon. I got to get with them tomorrow and see if I got them for next Thursday. If not, I'm probably going to just do another panel show just like this, you know, a couple people and just sit around and talk bullshit, take your questions, and maybe have one of you guys on, just send you a link and get you on here. Who knows? But anyway, y'all have a good night. Thank you very much. And I will see you next Thursday. Go check out some new music. Go to a show. Get off the couch. Have a blast.